One day in history, someone asked God, give me a home where the Buffalo roam, and this God made McAlester. And here on our final game of the 5A shootout, starting it a little bit late, but better than never. And here on a very windy day in Pittsburgh County, the McAlester Buffaloes are playing a battle of the black and golds against the Midwest City Bombers. McAlester has lost just one game in the last 2 years in the 5A shootout. It is to this team in a 6-5 game and the opening day of the 5A shootout a year ago. Can McAlester get their revenge? We're about to find out. Hello and welcome to the Mike Deak Field in McAlester, Oklahoma. This time of today's 5A shootout finale between the Midwest City Bombers and your McAlester Buffaloes. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, coming to you live on Rock 105.1 FM, also on the Rock 105 app, and also on McAlsterRadio.com on the KTMC FM tab. Video streaming on the McAlester Radio YouTube channel. Again, Rock 105 today because we did have a KNDV, the home of the Oklahoma Sooner spring football game here today. But joined alongside my partner in crime, Nate Brown, we have Derek James on the board back in the Rock 105 studios. Pretty nice win earlier today, although it wasn't pretty. Again, baseball's no beauty contest. McAlester with a 5-3 win, and now that's 2 wins against the 2 top teams in 5A3 during this shootout.
Yeah, I mean, last night was more of a dominant win over a top team over the top team in 5A3. Today, not as dominant, but you did what you needed to do to get that win today. Kind of back and forth all the way through. Fought through a lot of free passes, left a lot of runners on base, but you still did what you needed to do to get that win.
Yeah, recapping that game, McAlester did not trail until the top of the 6th inning, where there was a run that was scored to go up by a score of 3-2 at the time, and then the McAlester Buffaloes ended up scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning to go up 5-3. There were a combined 20 runners left on base. There were 12 left on by Claremore, 8 left on by McAlester, and also, Nate, you mentioned it, 12 free passes given up by the Buffaloes, and yet they were able to overcome that just because neither team really did all that well with runners in scoring position. McAlester was 2 for 9, Claremore just 1 for 12. So the McAlester Buffaloes, though, still got the win, was able to piece it together when they needed it to, and they improved to 18-14 on the year. And if they win a few more games, the best win total that I think that McAlester has had in at least the last 6 years or so was 21 wins. McAllister's closing in on that. They've already won more games this year than they did all of last year, and so McAlester wants to keep it rolling and stay perfect in the 5A shootout. This is also a 7-game home win streak that they have right now.
Right.
So they're looking to defend their turf here as well as McAlester. Think about this, Nate. We have, including this one, 3 more home games.
That's crazy to think about.
3 more home games here at Mike Deak Field unless McAlester hosts a regional.
Yeah.
Which is very possible. So you want to, 1, win, and 2, keep on building momentum for your Monday and Tuesday series against Coweta, which will decide where we're going to go in terms of postseason baseball. So the wind has not died down. If you're watching on the video stream, every once in a while today, you're going to see it's already kind of tilted a bit from where it was earlier, but you're going to see the wind. It's a north wind that's blowing in today at about 25 mile per hour wind gusts, and it's popping out the fence, which is also getting into our view, which we're not really used to north winds here in McAlester, Oklahoma. The fence was built for a south wind. So
right.
That's telling you how often we get north winds here in Pittsburgh County. So at times it feels like that center field wall is about to come down with the wind blowing the way it is today, but that batter's eye is coming over our view on the video stream. So at times that will be an obstructed view, and at times we're going to have to go to the first base line camera when it does get too bad. So hopefully it doesn't for the majority of our game today. It did warm up compared to our first pitch of the first game that started at 10 a.m. That was a 51-degree temperature. This game, it's going to stay around 62 to 63, and the winds will die down a bit, about 19 mile per hour gusts from 25. Ooh.
Yeah, that's going to make a difference.
But some pretty nice skies out there, a lot of sun shining down on Mike Deak Field. Looking at the Midwest City Bombers, they're 13-11 on the year. They're currently 4th in Class 5A1. Their only common opponents they have with the Buffaloes are Carl Albert and Pryor. Carl Albert, they lost to 11-1 and 4-2. And for Pryor, they lost 6-0. That was in the shootout earlier. Midwest City's only played 1 game in the shootout thus far. They're on a 2-game losing streak, so trying to turn that around. And they're also coming off a 12-21 year last year, where really the back half of their schedule really messed them up. They had a really good record until they played their final 18 games, where they went 2-16. They lost in regionals to Booker T twice, 5-4 both of the scores there. They've gone to 23 total state tournaments. Their last one, though, in 2008. They have only one state title, and that was back in 1988. So the Bombers are trying to get back to the dance this year with a 13-11 record so far and 4th in 5A1. They're led by second-year head coach Landon Vodka. It is his, again, 25-32 record in his second year. Some interesting stuff about him. He was a 2-year assistant over at Midwest City and coached at the college level a little bit. He was an assistant at Rose State College. And a fun fact about Coach Vodka, his cousin Ralph Terry was the MVP, yes, the most valuable player of the 1962 World Series for the New York Yankees.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool fun fact there. And we're also having our umpires make their way towards home plate, so we're going to be having our starting lineups be announced here momentarily at the field, but we're going to announce it right here on the broadcast. It's brought to you by Consignment Exchange. Visit Consignment Exchange for gently used furniture and new mattresses at great prices. Starting off with the Bombers, I believe they're wearing their black road jerseys and looks like gray pants as well with the black caps and like a gold Boston B on the front of their hats. Leading it off will be the pitcher, number 2, Lincoln King. King on the mound. Batting second, the catcher, number 6, Terrence Rideau behind the plate. Batting third, the first baseman, number 11, Caden Fixico at first. Batting cleanup, the shortstop, number 14, James Washburn at short. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 12, Jesse Bain at the hot corner. Batting sixth, playing second base, number 25, Noah Polston at second. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 17, Jalen Muse in left. Batting eighth, playing right field, number 16, Ty Long in right. And rounding out the starting nine for the Bombers, the center fielder, number 10, Aries Sanchez in center. Now for the McAlester Buffaloes, 18-14, their 33rd game of the season. They only played 34 regular season games last year, and we still have a few more to go. Led by head coach Justin Mullins, 1 through 9 looks like this. Leading it off will be the center fielder, number 10, John Andrew Marchant in center. Batting second, the second baseman, number 1, Grant Mullins at second. Batting third, the shortstop, number 21, Denver Durant at short. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, number 2, Jackson McKinney, the DH for the pitcher, number 8, Wilson Alford on the bump. Batting fifth, playing right field, number 4, Gavin Brumley in right. Batting sixth and catching today, number 3, Trevin Simons behind the plate. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 7, Brody Parker at the hot corner. Batting eighth, playing first base, number 14, Cole Labus at first. And batting ninth, rounding out the starting nine for the Buffaloes, the left fielder, number 6, Blake Judkins in left. As the Buffaloes are wearing their home pinstripe unis, black numerals on the front and back, black caps on the back, white on the front with the white interlocking MB with the black bills. They're going to hit the field, and we'll take a quick 30 to 60-second timeout and be back with first pitch. You're listening to McAlester Baseball on Rock 105.
Wallace Properties is a proud sponsor of McAlester Baseball. We consistently invest in McAlester and have for over 40 years. From retail growth to new development, Wallace Properties is excited to help bring academy sports and outdoors to our community. Strong communities and strong teams are built with vision. Wallace Properties, building what's next for McAlester.
S&S Outdoor Services serves McAlester and the surrounding areas. We do leaf cleanup, lawn care, construction, and French drains. We provide tree trimming and removal, landscaping, land clearing, and dirt work services throughout southeast Oklahoma. We also sell firewood. S&S Outdoor Services in McAlester is a family-owned and operated business with 10 years experience. We are insured, licensed, and bonded. Call 405-760-4194.
We're about to have first pitch in our 5A shootout finale. The McAlester Buffaloes and the Midwest City Bombers doing battle here. It will be a little bit later than our original start time of 2:30. We'll have a first pitch a little less than 4 p.m. Let's look around the diamond for the Buffaloes. Labus at first, Mullins at second, Durant at short, Parker at third. In the outfield, Judkins in left, Marchant in center, Brumley in right, and the battery for the Buffs, Simons behind the plate. And on the mound is Wilson Alford, as Alford just threw his final warm-up pitch. Our first pitch is brought to you by Big V Feed Center. See Big V Feed Center in McAlester, Hadco Farm and Ranch in Kiowa, Shakota Wholesale Feed Company in Shakota, and Apex Feed in Wilburton for all of your spring feeding program needs. So McAlester, after losing 6-5 last year to Midwest City in the 5A shootout, these guys were former district foes. Here's our first pitch of the finale. Alford kicks and deals. The first pitch is low to the lefty Lincoln King for ball one. 3:55 first pitch time. Lincoln King, one of the 6 returning starters for the Bombers from last year's game. He was 1 for 2. He was hit by a pitch twice. Also singled and struck out. And stepping off early is Alford. Can Alford the righty against the lefty King. One-0 pitch. Fastball that misses high for ball 2. Also, another fun fact, McAlester, last year when they played Midwest City, there were 4 games above 500.
Mm-hmm.
In this game, 4 games above 500.
Nice.
Count 2-0 to Lincoln King. And the pitch. Fastball that misses inside for ball 3. Looking at Alford's line on the year, a 1-0 record, 9 innings pitched, 7.78 ERA, 7 strikeouts to 13 walks, and 6 hit by pitches. Another pitcher that's really good when he's throwing strikes, 286 batting average against him. Right now down in the count 3-0, and it's a leadoff hit by pitch as King takes an HBP again for the 3rd time in 2 games against McAlester. To get over to first base to face Terrence Rideau. Yeah, Alford, that's the one thing that has kept him from being what he wants to be this year. It's just the free passes. And that's not just Wilson Alford. That's been anybody that has struggled for McAlester this year. There hasn't been a lot of times where McAllister's just been teed off on.
Right.
That's why Tuesday felt a little strange with Durant just teeing off of Brody Parker in the first couple of innings. And how well they struck the ball. Pick off to first base, not in time. So Rideau went 1 for 2 with an RBI single. He was also hit by a pitch in last year's game. Walked as well. McAlester issued 9 free passes in last year's game against the Bombers. So far 1 here in the first batter. Good lead at first base. Runner won't take off. A bunt shown, pulls back as it goes inside for ball 1. So Alford still looking for that first strike. McAlester had 11 hits in last year's game. To the Bombers 8, yet lost the game 6-5. Almost a come from behind win for the Buffaloes, as Spencer Stinchcomb had the RBI to bring it within 1. Showing bunt, the pitch. There's a ball, throw down to second base by Simons, is not in time. Stolen base by Lincoln King as he goes. It's 6 straight balls from Alford to start our game here in the top of the first inning. That's what led our game to get so far behind. The prior Shawnee game was a little bit behind. It ended up in 6 innings.
Yeah.
I mean, the game went a little bit long, but like 2 hours and 20 minutes. McAllister's game went almost 3 hours in a 7-inning game. And that was behind 19 total free passes, 12 from McAllister, 7 by Claremore. 2-0 pitch. Missing inside. There's ball 3. Alford trying to collect himself as he walks behind the mound for a bit. He comes set. Looks at second base and the 3-0 pitch. There's his first strike, right at the knees. Still a hitter's count for Rideau, 3 balls and 1 strike. Three and 1, big lead at second base. And the pitch. Fastball missing outside. That'll be ball 4. So a hit by pitch and a walk. 8 out of the first 9 outside the zone for Wilson Alford so far, and that brings up Caden Fixico. Fixico went 1 for 4 last year against McAlester, saved his best at-bat for his last one, had a double in that last at-bat. McAllister's pitchers against Midwest City last year were Lucas Johns and Gavin Brumley. For the Bombers, they had Noah Polston and Aiden Smith. Polston returns from last year, but King is on the mound for today. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Lefty up, Caden Fixico. First pitch to him. Shows bunt, pulls back as it gets behind him, but won't have to bunt. As he got away from the catcher Simons on a low pitch that Fixico had to hop over. It's ball 1 and runners in scoring position. And there's starting to be major movement in the McAlester bullpen. Rather the dugout. Looks like it's Ben Thomas making his way down there. So Ben Thomas down to the McAlester bullpen. Count 1-0, and the pitch is a fly ball, shallow left field, still coming in. Judkins facing the wind. It's going to hop into him, and it will land for a base hit. It's not going to be an error. This is a base hit as it short hopped into Judkins, and it's a single by Caden Fisco to load the bases with nobody out in the top of the first inning.
Putting runners on all bases.
And again, Judkins maybe could have dove for that ball, made the catch.
But then you run the risk of that getting behind you.
Yeah, and if it gets behind you, it's going to clear the bases, and Fisco could be off to the races for a possible inside the Parker.
Right.
James Washburn, bases loaded, nobody out. The one guy so far committed to go play at the next level, according to PrepBaseballReport.com. First pitch, fastball outside, ball 1. Looks like he's committed to Dodge City Community College out of Dodge City, Kansas. Instead of getting out of Dodge, he's going into it. 1 ball, no strikes, bases juiced. Alford in early trouble. 1-0 pitch. Fastball high, fly ball. Once again to left field. Judkins backpedaling, coming back towards it. Runner will tag. Here's the catch by Judkins. Throws home. Cut off by Parker. Out number 1, but run number 1 on the sac fly from James Washburn.
Out into left field with an RBI, putting 1 run on the board.
Now Jesse Bain, the third baseman, number 12, will come in.
Now at the plate.
Last year, Bain batted out of the 5 spot. He was 2 for 3. He's the only player for the Bombers that returns from last year that had multiple hits in that game. He walked, singled twice, and struck out looking.
And here, if you're Alford, you're trying to get it in the zone and potentially induce a double play here.
Runners at first and second with 1 down. Alford looks back at second base. Gives him a second glance. Long pause, kicks and deals the pitch. Fastball way outside for ball 1. Scoreboard showing 2-0. I think they just forgot to reset the count.
It's 1-0.
I have to second guess myself sometimes.
That's why you just watch the stream.
Yeah, easy for you to say, Mr. two screen guy over here. I'm just looking at the game along the first base line. 2-0 pitch from Alford. 1-0 pitch from Alford. Misses outside to now make it 2-0. Coach Vodka over at third base giving the signs out to his batter and his runners. 2-0, 1 down. Still pretty chilly today with that north wind blowing in. 2-0 pitch. Fastball outside, ball 3. 3-0 the count to Jesse Bain. It's gone HBP, walk, single on a short hop to left, and an RBI sac fly. .30 pitch. Low and outside, 4-pitch walk to Bain. And that will load the bases again for the Bombers. Noah Polston will get ready to come in, but not before Coach Meadows will go speak with Alford. We'll see if this is just a mound visit. We do know that Ben Thomas is warming up over in the bullpen. We'll see in just a second. You're listening to McAlester Baseball on Rock 105.
McAlester, listen up. Patriot Dodge in McAlester is under new management. If your vehicle needs service, we are ready for you today.
S&S Outdoor Services serves McAlester and the surrounding areas. We do leaf cleanup, lawn care, construction, and French drains. We provide tree trimming and removal, landscaping, land clearing, and dirt work services throughout Southeast Oklahoma. We also sell firewood. S&S Outdoor Services in McAlester is a family-owned and operated business with 10 years experience. We are insured, licensed, and bonded. Call 405-760-4194.
All right, so bases loaded. Again, that's the third free pass of the inning given up by Wilson Alford, just struggling with strikes so far. And the Bombers, they're a good enough hitting team to where they will take advantage of it if we keep on getting people on the base paths for free. Noah Polston last year, he went 1 for 4. Most of the batters that returned from last year, those are the ones that had hits. The ones that graduated, they didn't have the hits. Polston went 1 for 4 last year. First pitch to Polston, shows bunt, pulls back as the ball gets past the catcher. Here's a play at the plate. The tag is going to be there. McAllister's assisted by the short backstop here. It took a fortuitous bounce to Trevin Simons, and then he dove for the out
Runners out at the plate.
Coming from third to home. That is
home field.
a get-out-of-jail-free card right now for Wilson Alford for out number 2.
But now you have to take advantage of that and get out of this inning with only one run on the board.
1-0 is the count.
Runners at second and third as they advance after the wild pitch. Oh, they're trying to say if he went around. No. He was showing bunt, pulled back way early, but doesn't hurt to check. 1-0, 2 down, top of the first inning. And Alford just adjusting his cleat there. See if Polston still wants to lay down a bunt. And he showed the bunt earlier. Now a 2 down, maybe not so much. 1-0 pitch. Fastball that misses above the Boston B. This time in gold. It's like if you're wondering what the jerseys are like, it's a mixture of the Boston Red Sox and the Pittsburgh Pirates.
That's more of a gold than the Pirates.
Yeah.
You're pretty close.
2-0 pitch. Runs inside, misses for ball 3. 3-0 the count to Polston. Alford comes set. 3-0 pitch. That's on the outside corner, and the count is now to 3-1. Still a hitter's count for Polston. 6-hole batter. If McAlester can exit this inning with just 1 run,
it's huge.
Still got a long way to go, it feels like, though, with the count 3-1 and Polston up at the plate. The pitch. And he goes behind him straight to the backstop. And again, thank you, short backstop, but the bases are loaded again. There's been a hit by pitch, a walk, a single, and 2 more walks, and only 1 run is scored. When you include a sac fly in there, too.
Not bad.
Nobody has been officially, retired so far. Everyone is either 0 for 0 or 1 for 1. Jalen Muse now at the plate. Bases loaded, 2 down. First pitch to Muse. Fastball up and out, ball 1.
And it looked like we had Langston Weegar going out toward the bullpen as well, but that may have just been to go grab Ben Thomas.
Yeah, I think he's going to grab him. 1-0 pitch. That misses outside for ball 2. This could be Alford's last batter if he walks him again. Thomas would be the guy. It looks like he's ready to go. 2-0 pitch from Alford. Comes behind the batter. Straight to the backstop. He's not on. Count is 3-0. That is the 25th pitch of the inning for Alford. 21 of them have been balls. Just a rough outing right now for Alford. But yet, 1 out of the 4 strikes he's thrown has been to get that out. He just needs to, easier said than done, settle down right here and pitch to contact. 3-0 pitch. It's another walk. This is a bases loaded walk. Score now 2-0.
For the walk to Muse.
And Coach Meadows steps up from his crouch. Looks like that'll be it. So Ben Thomas will be making his entrance and making his home debut on the mound here. Again, he had one earlier appearance this season where he got to pitch against Colbert in the Red River Showdown. And now he'll be making his first appearance on the mound here in front of his home crowd. McAlester down 2-0. Top of the first inning, 2 down, bases loaded. You're listening to McAlester Baseball on Rock 105.
McAlester, listen up. Patriot Dodge in McAlester is under new management. If your vehicle needs service, we are ready for you today. No appointment needed, just come by. We've increased our staff and we have former techs back in our service department ready to take care of you. Our service hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays. Just drive in. We are ready to help. New management, new energy. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in McAlester. Call 918-423-2288. Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, your #1 choice in septic and excavation needs. We offer septic install, aerobics, lagoons, water and sewer installation, and leak repairs, trenches, irrigation lines, or dirt work of any kind. Aquaholic Septic and Excavation is family owned and operated. Call us today at 918-210-7115 or look us up on Facebook for a free quote. Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, great work at an honest price.
Hey partner, idling season is over, spring's here, and it's time to get moving. The all-new 2026 U10 Pro and C-Force 1000 Overland are hitting the ground built for real work, real trails, and real performance. Whether you're hunting, hauling, or just getting out there, this is the time of year when inventory starts disappearing fast. Right now during Rev and Ride, get 2.99% APR financing and rebate up to $1,000 on select off-road models. Don't wait, come see us today at Vickers Power Sports and lock yours in before they're gone. See if motor recreational vehicles are intended for off-road use only and can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit cfmotorusa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Ben Thomas comes into the game in a bit of a pickle. First pitch. This is low and outside for ball 1 to Ty Long. This call to the bullpen brought to you by Fifth Quarter Printing, McAllister's premier printing company. Awards, embroidery, screen printing, and custom signage. Boost your brand with Fifth Quarter Printing today. Bases loaded, 2 down. And the pitch is flied backwards and out of play for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, 2 down to Ty Long. It's been a rough inning for McAllister. Top of the first, down 2-0. On a hit by pitch, walk, single, RBI sac fly, walk, walk, walk. Thomas making a second outing at the season. 1-1 pitch is a ground ball down the first base line. That's got some English. It almost came back in fair territory. And the count goes to 1-2. So Thomas's one outing was against Colbert. Pitched in 3 1/3. Got the loss just because it came back to a tie game while he was still on the mound. 3 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 hits, 53% first pitch strike percentage in that game for Ben Thomas. That's back in the first week of the season on a Friday game. 1-2 pitch. Curveball didn't lead the arm right there of Thomas. Misses up high and the count is even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Thomas gets his signs from Simons. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And Ben Thomas comes right into the game and sits down Ty Long to cut the damage at just 2 runs. McAllister will be playing catch-up, though. They got John Andrew Marchant, Grant Mullins, Dimmer Durant, 1-2-3. When we return, you're listening to McAllister Baseball on Rock 105.
Are you waking up tired or sore every morning?
Oh, my back!
It may be time for a new mattress from Tanny Hill Furniture and Mattress. While you're here, check out our other sales and offers. We have no credit needed financing and fast delivery too.
Nice. Made me happy, made me smile. Nice.
Family owned and operated since 1989. We are here to help you find the right mattress for your body and your budget. Find us on Facebook, Tanny Hill Furniture and Mattress, 5 South 5th Street in beautiful McAllister.
Lee Auto Sales. We buy, sell, and trade. Super prices, easy terms, and fast approval. Choose the dealer who cares. Choose Lee Auto Sales. We finance and we have the largest used car inventory in McAllister.
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
Come by 2431 North George Nye Expressway in McAllister and let us show you why we have been voted the #1 choice for the best pre-owned car lot. Lee Auto Sales. We sell quality, not quantity. Let us help you. Call 918-423-7887. Visit us online at leeautosalesok.com. So go see Chan the man. Who can? Chan can.
Welcome to the main events happening right inside your home. In the left corner, your HVAC system, putting in the work but sometimes running out of steam. And in the right corner, the reigning champions of comfort, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. When your system starts to struggle, don't wait for the knockout. Call the champs. Take advantage of available PSO rebates and keep your system in fighting shape, whether it be with upgrades, repairs, or maintenance. With Freeze and Flare in your corner, comfort always comes out on top. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAllister and the surrounding area with their real estate needs, whether residential or commercial. First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. If it's on the market, you'll find it at first-realty.net. If you have any questions, call us at 918-423-3122.
Welcome back into Mike Deak Field. This is downtown Nate Brown, handling a little bit of play-by-play duty because our field mic ran out. We are in the bottom of the first inning. Your McAlester Buffaloes trail 2-0 to the Midwest City Bombers. Just threw it down, so we are about to get ready down here in the bottom of the first inning. We'll have 1, 2, 3 coming up. It'll be Jackson McKinney. Oh, wait, no, my bad. That was last year's lineup. We'll have John Andrew Marchant, Grant Mullins, and Denver Durant coming up. Marchant will be leading off here to start the inning. We have Lincoln King on the mound for Midwest City.
Woo! We're back. Here's the windup from King, and the first pitch to John Andrew Marchant in this lefty-lefty matchup. It skips in for ball 1. Hey, I got to catch my breath. Running up and down stairs trying to change out field mic stuff is not fun.
Yeah, we probably should have turned that off before or at the end of the last game, but we'll remember that later.
1-0 pitch hops into Marchant as well for ball 2. Around the diamond for the Bombers, Fixico at first, Polston at second, Washburn at short, Bain at third, outfield Muse in left, Sanchez in center, Long and right.
Take a breath, buddy.
2-0 pitch. That's low as well for ball 3. And the battery for the Bombers, Rideau behind the plate, and Lincoln King on the mound. So McAllister's in an early 2-0 hole. Marchant probably has the red line on here, 3-0 pitch, and he does. It's a 4-straight bouncer into John Andrew Marchant. Takes a leadoff walk. Now the tying run is at the plate. So it already hasn't been the greatest baseball game so far.
How many combined free passes is that?
Now 6. And a lot of them have been on 4 pitches, including that one to Marchant. Grant Mullins in the previous game went 1 for 3. In the 5A shootout, he's 2 for 5 with an RBI. Has a 9-game hit streak right now. First pitch to him. Low as well and outside, ball 1. So the Midwest City Bombers ended up scoring 2 runs in the top of the first inning on 1 hit.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Marchant take off here.
Only thing is you're facing a lefty and haven't seen his move yet. Next pitch missing below the zone, and that'll be ball 2. I think Marchant might be waiting just to see what King has. See what he's working with here, or if he gets a good enough jump. King with 6 straight balls of his own out of the zone. 2-0 pitch, and there's his first strike. Slowly but surely, that was getting a little bit further and further up. He adjusts, and now the count's at 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Buffaloes had the tying run at the plate. Bottom of inning number 1. And the pitch to Mullins. Swings and misses for strike 2. After our game earlier today, Mullins is batting .385, .483 on base percentage. And earlier today was 1 for 3 with a strikeout, line out, single, and walk. 2-2 pitch. There goes Marchant. Pitch is inside for a ball. Throw down to second base is not in time. In with the stolen base, John Andrew Marchant. And the count is full on Grant Mullins at 3 balls and 2 strikes. With runners in scoring position, Mullins is batting .405 on the season. That is good for 4th on the team, behind Parker, Marchant, and Judkins. Payoff pitch. Missing low, back-to-back walks. It's runners at first and second.
Mullins with the walk.
And the tying run is on the base paths for the Buffaloes. There'll be a short mound visit. It's actually right in between the mound. About 30 feet there between Rideau and King. And now Denver Durant will step up, coming off a 2 for 3 game earlier against Claremore, McAllister's 5-3 win. In the shootout, which includes a 10-0 4-inning win over Pryor and that 5-3 win over Claremore, Durant is 2 for 6 and has walked on the season, batting .340 and a .359 batting average with runners in scoring. Team leader in RBI with 27. 2 higher than Judkins, who is second on the team. Nobody out. First pitch is in there for strike 1. It's a lefty v lefty matchup here. Durant last year against Midwest City had himself a game. 3 for 3 with an RBI, including 2 doubles. He was intentionally walked in his final plate appearance.
Not too shabby.
0-1 pitch. Curveball, our first curveball from King of the day is in there for strike 2. Count at 0-2 for Durant. All the way back in the box, trying to battle up here. Wind still howling in from center/left center field. 0-2 pitch. Waits on it, flies it over to shallow right center field. Racing in the center fielder Sanchez makes the catch. No way for Marchant to tag up. So that fly out to center is out number 1 for the Buffs.
Right center field.
Now Jackson McKinney will dig in. McKinney against the Bombers last year also had a pretty good game. He went 2 for 3 with an RBI. Struck out in his first at bat, but then was hit by a pitch. RBI singled again. He was 1 for 4 against the Claremore Zebras earlier. A single, 2 groundouts, and a flyout. Over the course of the shootout, 2 for 6, including a 2-run home run. I don't think anyone's hitting the ball out of the park today.
No.
First pitch. Missing upstairs for ball 1.
No, if we have a home run today, it's going to be an inside the park variety.
Even that would be pretty impressive. I mean, it's the most exciting play in baseball for a reason. And we've seen that now twice this year. Once against McAlester, 1 for McAlester. 1-0 pitch. Missing up and inside for ball 2. The one that happened against McAlester was Carl Albert.
Okay, I was about to ask.
Yeah, that was Carl Albert. That's the reason why the score was 6-1 instead of 2-1.
Okay.
And then the one for McAlester was Marchant. He had the help of the turf.
Yes.
Glenpool was not used to a big bounce off of outfield turf. 2-0 pitch is flown again to center field. So in shallow right center, who wants it? It's the right fielder that's coming in long, chases it down and grabs it for out number 2. Right now, McAlester getting underneath pitches here.
McKinney flies out to the right field.
And now Gavin Brumley will try to pick up his runners that were put on via the free pass. Brumley earlier today was over 2 with 2 Ks. His other 2 at-bats have been singles. So he's 2 for 4 in the 5A shootout with 2 walks here in the series. He did hit against the Bombers last year, went 1 for 4 with an RBI ground out. First pitch, ducking for cover, ball 1. Bottom of inning number 1, runners at first and second with 2 down. After the initial back-to-back walks, it's been a fly out to center and a fly out to right. King gets the signs from Rideau. Comes set, and the pitch. 1-0 is fouled straight back into the netting. Counts even at 1-1.
You just need to find a way to get at least one of these runners home to at least cut the deficit in half.
They can't let this inning go to a waste. And here's the thing. McAlester could be down and probably should be down a lot more than 2-0.
Yes.
With the bases loaded, nobody out, sack fly, and then you walk 3 more batters after that, and you only get 2 runs that score when that could happen with 1 swing of the bat anyway. It's likely they're only down 2-0. 1-1 pitch. It's a called strike at the top of the zone. And the count's now to 1-2 on Brumley. So King about to work himself out of a early game jam. Still has to deliver the final strike. One ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs, runners at first and second. And the pitch. Runs inside nearly. Either hits Brumley or almost was close to a strike in the same way. Brumley a little bit close to the plate there. Misses for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. King. Kind of been a long inning for him in terms of pitches thrown. 2-2 pitch is flown right off of the press box, right back at you. First baseman Fixico will throw it back into the field umpire. He'll inspect the ball, see if it's something they can still use. Oh, come on, you can't short hop it. Yeah, for King, it has not been a quick inning at all. He's thrown 21 pitches now. This will be his 22nd. Deuce is wild again. The 2-2 pitch from King bounces into the catcher Rideau. And the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And even if McAlester doesn't get one of these runners in, you did make him run up his pitch count here in this first inning.
Brumley leads the team in plate appearances of 7+ pitches. He has had 8 plate appearances.
Wow.
Of 7+ pitches. And
That's impressive.
This will be another one. Count full at 3-2. Who'll win the battle? King fires. Ground ball up the middle. Fielded by the shortstop. He'll step on second base for the fielder's choice. McAlester gets the first 2 runners on via the walk. But a fly out, another fly out, and then a fielder's choice keeps McAlester scoreless. As we go to the second in a 2-0 deficit, it'll be the 9-1 2 batters up Sanchez, King, Rideau. When we return, you're listening to McAlester Baseball on Rock 105.
Mill Creek Carpet and Tile is ready to help you elevate the aesthetics of your home. We have a huge selection to accentuate every surface. Whether it's new floors, countertops, or the custom backsplash you were dreaming of, Mill Creek has you covered. Check out our signature value, Karastan and Shaw Flooring. We offer 0% financing with approved credit. Shop local and get it done right. Our staff is ready to help you turn your vision into reality. Mill Creek Carpet and Tile, 1316 East Carl Albert Parkway, McAlester. Are you squinting to read signs while driving? Having trouble seeing clearly at night? It's time to focus on your vision behind the wheel with Kennedy Eye Care. Issues like nearsightedness, astigmatism, glare sensitivity, or poor night vision can hinder your ability to read signs, judge distance, and react quickly. Let us take care of your changing vision so you can focus on the road ahead. Schedule your eye exam today by giving us a call at 918-429-1400. Kennedy Eye Care, where your vision is our focus. Go Buffs! Have a great season.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
After 1 inning of play, the McAlester Buffaloes trail the Midwest City Bombers in a game that's already gone a little over 30 minutes. We just got to the top of the second inning. 2-0, the Bombers lead. Again, the story's been free passes. We've had a combined 8 so far, 2 from Midwest City, 6 from McAlester. And the 9-1 2 batters up for the Bombers. Sanchez, King, and Rideau.
Sanchez.
So Sanchez did not hit against McAlester last year. Ben Thomas in relief, facing a second batter. Struck out the first one. First pitch is popped up. Shallow right field. Long run for Brumley. Who wants it? Mullins calls for the ball and can't make the catch in foul territory. Second life for Sanchez.
So it was a little bit out of my view. Did it pop out of the glove?
Yeah, it popped out of the glove. Okay. So he's chasing it down with that wind at his back with that run, but still it was in and out of the glove. It would have been a pretty nice running catch, but still I'm sure that Grant feels like that's a catch he should have made there. Count 0-1. And stepping off is Thomas. Thomas out of the stretch with no one on. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball missing outside. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Thomas came in a critical spot. Bases loaded, 2 down. Got a pivotal strikeout to keep McAlester really within striking distance. 1-1 pitch. Check swing doesn't matter. Called strike anyway. Count at 1-2. Thomas getting his signs here from Simons. Simon sets up down the middle. The pitch. Waits on it. Flies it to shallow right field again. Who wants it? Mullins calling for it. Makes the catch. Almost colliding with Brumley over in right field, but makes A near tumbling catch in shallow right field for out number 1. Whew.
Great play by Mullins there.
Almost a scary play, too.
Yes.
Because those are the kind of plays where you have one guy that's diving, another guy charging in. Those are the ones where you see knees hit someone's head. Have you ever seen some like scary MLB collision? That looked like it was almost one of those there. First pitch to the top of the order is up and inside to Lincoln King, who was hit by a pitch on a 3-0 count to start the game. So he's trying to help out his own cause with 1 out and nobody on. 2-0 Bomber lead, top of the second, and the pitch. 1-0 is flied back on the very top of the grandstand. And the count is at 1 ball and 1 strike. Are we having any better luck with the camera out in the outfield today?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
I've had to switch it a couple times, but
1-1 pitch. Popped up, and this time no one's going to get after this one. Goes to the walking track, and the count is to 1-2, favoring Ben Thomas. Thomas looking for his second strikeout of the day. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball didn't get on top of it. Missed up and outside for ball 2. So far, his fastball seems to be right there. His curveball kind of working out the kinks here in the first couple of batters. Sometimes it takes just a little bit. Don't think he expected to come in as early as he did. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Ben Thomas has faced 3 batters and has struck out 2 of them. And that's now 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. And Terrence Rideau will step in, who walked in his first plate appearance. The Bombers leading by 2. Top of inning number 2. Nobody on. Thomas waiting for Rideau to step into the box, which he does. All the way back in it. Slightly open stance. Thomas comes set and delivers. First pitch fastball missing a little bit below eye level. Ball 1. Thomas had 3 strikeouts in his 3 1/3 against Colbert. Already 2 here in his first 3 batters against Midwest City. 1-0 pitch is popped up and no chance. Field umpires trying to tell Levis, hey, don't even try.
Not worth the effort.
If it goes down the right field line and it's going to hang up in the air, as long as that wind's going to push it over into someone's car.
Honestly, if it hangs up at all, it's probably going foul.
1-1, the pitch from Thomas. Curveball, that one it looked like his best of the day, but missed low and outside. But in terms of the break that he's been looking for, that one he got on top of. Counts 2-1, though. Behind in the count. And the pitch. Fastball called strike. Bell tie outside corner. And the count to 2-2. Looking for his 3rd strikeout in 4 batters. 2-2 pitch. Comes in and nearly hits him. Count moves to full now on Terrence Rideau. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Don't want to lose him now that you had him at 2-2.
Especially with Fixico on deck. Payoff pitch is softly lined to center field. Marching into the alleyway, still running. It looks like Brumley can get there, and he'll make the catch in right center field for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down inning for Ben Thomas. McAlester trailing 2-0, looking to get on the scoreboard. Trevin Simons, Brody Parker, Cole Avis when we return here on Rock 105.
When you need propane, there's only one place to go. W.E. Alford Propane. Both residential and commercial, W.E. Alford Propane has served eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in Eufaula, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, Tallahena, Antlers, and Stigler. With the cold weather, you'll want to be sure and fill up your tank today. Call 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for more than 70 years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Step up to the plate this season at Fenton Nissan and score big with the 2026 Nissan Frontier or a 2026 Nissan Rogue.
The Frontier brings big league toughness with powerful performance and rugged capability.
And the Rogue delivers MVP comfort, advanced tech, and outstanding fuel efficiency.
Get big league quality and performance when you shop Fenton Nissan.
Step up to the plate and save on a new 2026 Nissan Frontier or Rogue today.
And don't forget to tell them Bo sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at FentonNissan.com.
Wallace Properties is a proud sponsor of McAlester Baseball. We consistently invest in McAlester and have for over 40 years. From retail growth to new development, Wallace Properties is excited to help bring academy sports and outdoors to our community. Strong communities and strong teams are built with vision. Wallace Properties, building what's next for McAlester.
S&S Outdoor Services serves McAlester and the surrounding areas. We do leaf cleanup, lawn care, construction, and French drains. We provide tree trimming and removal, landscaping, land clearing, and dirt work services throughout southeast Oklahoma. We also sell firewood. S&S Outdoor Services in McAlester is a family-owned and operated business with 10 years experience. We are insured, licensed, and bonded. Call 405-760-4194.
We're back in the finale of the 5A Shootout, Day 3, Game 3 for the McAlester Buffaloes. Down right now 2-0 to the Midwest City Bombers. Trevin Simons leads things off for McAlester. Simons is 1 for 4 in the 5A Shootout thus far. He was 1 for 1 with a single, walk, and a sack bunt in the game against Claremore. First pitch to Simons. Will miss low for ball 1. After back-to-back walks from Lincoln King to start off the bottom of the first inning, he settled down, got 2 flyouts, and then a fielder's choice at 6 unassisted ended the McAlester threat. Looked like he was missing low quite a bit, and then he elevated the fastball and got people to fly out. 1-0 pitch, missing low again for ball 2. That's where you want to miss, though, if you're going to be missing low. King has not missed high at all. Everything's been down in the zone or bouncing into his catcher. 2-0 pitch from King. And that one into the zone. We move the count to 2-1. Primarily fastball so far from Lincoln King, just because he hasn't been able to get ahead of a lot of counts. But he does have a pretty good curveball in the arsenal, too. Don't know about the changeup. I can't really see from my vantage point along the first base line. 2-1 pitch. Is it flown over towards center field. Still carrying a bit on the center fielder Sanchez. And on any other day, if it's blowing out to center field, that one might be a solo home run over the batter's eye. But instead, the wind catches it for out number 1. On a day like today, you're going to have to hit the ball on the ground or you're going to hit the hit line drives.
Yep.
Fly balls are not going to win you a game. But again, that's a well-struck ball by Trevin Simons. Just hit it on a Saturday instead of a Friday.
Yeah, if it was yesterday, that was gone.
At least off the wall.
Yeah.
Brody Parker will come in. First pitch to Parker. That's a called strike across the letters. Parker was 1 for 3 against Claremore earlier today with a single in his final at bat. Parker has hits in 4 out of his last 5, batting .385 during that span. 2 for 5 in the 5A Shootout with an RBI. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one bounces into Rideau. Count even at 1-1. Parker coming into this game with a .322 batting average, .427 on base percentage. What's been really good about this McAlester baseball team is how spread out and balanced their offense has been. There's really not been one guy that's doing it all. I'll talk a little bit further into it. The 1-1 pitch bounces in as well to move the count to 2-1. Only one guy's batting above 400. But 7 out of the 9 starters in the lineup is batting over 300.
Wow.
Marchand's the only above 400 batter. The other 6 out of your final 8 are batting above 300. And then even Brumley and Labus, they've each driven in 17 RBIs apiece.
That's a very balanced lineup.
You don't have a glaring weakness in it.
No.
2-1 pitch. Outside corner called strike 2. You don't have a glaring weakness in it, but what you do have, I mean, like I said, you also don't have like one all-world guy. I mean, Denver Durant and Jackson McKinney, any of these guys can end up being a big weapon for you at any given point.
Right.
Obviously, you have people that go through their stretches like Durant has and McKinney has. 2-2 pitch. Up and outside for ball 3. Obviously, like Levis did last year, Judkins has gone on absolute tears at times this year. He's second on the team in RBI. And when you have him batting out your 9 spot, that's a luxury to have. Counting full, Parker trying to get on base. King winds and delivers. Fastball missing inside. That would be ball 4. On a borderline pitch that I think that King thought he had. How'd it look on the video board?
Yeah, it was inside.
Third walk issued from Lincoln King. Cole Levis, as we mentioned, he's batting .274 on the season. But here during the shootout, he's 1 for 4 with a 2 RBI triple. He's 0 for 2 in the game prior to this one. First pitch from King. Fastball missing outside for ball 1. Have still not seen King try to pick off to first base yet. He'll come set. Again, the lefty lifts the leg and deals. Next pitch missing up and outside. Parker scuttles back to the first base bag. Count to 2-0.
Goes. Count of 2-0.
So 2 balls, no strikes. Tying run is represented at the plate in Cole Levis. Parker at first base with 1 down. There's your first move. Throw over to first base. Parker's back in safely. Just from where I'm at, and we're, again, I said, along the first base line, he's got a pretty good move in terms of, you don't know. I mean, I would look at his leg kick. He could easily just come over to the first base side with it.
Right.
So it's keeping runners honest at first base right now. 2-0 pitch. Fastball that's in there for strike 1. King's issue right now is he's not starting a lot of batters ahead in counts.
Right, and that will come back to bite you, whether it's in the 2nd inning or in the 6th inning.
Or just you running up your pitch count and not being able to finish a game.
Right.
I'll give you a pitch count after this 2-1. It's a ground ball left side, chance for a double play. 6-4 over to first. In time, double play. That was pitch number 37 from Lincoln King, and it's a double play to get the Midwest City Bomber defense out of the inning. We head to the top of the 3rd with the Bombers leading 2-0 over the Buffs. You're listening to McAlester Baseball on Rock 105.
McAlester, listen up. Patriot Dodge in McAlester is under new management. If your vehicle needs service, we are ready for you today. No appointment needed, just come by. We've increased our staff and we have former techs back in our service department ready to take care of you. Our service hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays. Just drive in. We are ready to help. New management, new energy. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in McAlester. Call 918-423-2288.
Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, your #1 choice in septic and excavation needs. We offer septic install, aerobics, lagoons, water and sewer installation, and leak repairs, trenches, irrigation lines, or dirt work of any kind. Aquaholic Septic and Excavation is family owned and operated. Call us today at 918-210-7115 or look us up on Facebook for a free quote. Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, great work at an honest price.
Hey partner, idling season is over, spring's here, and it's time to get moving. The all-new 2026 U10 Pro and C-Force 1000 Overland are hitting the ground built for real work, real trails, and real performance. Whether you're hunting, hauling, or just getting out there, this is the time of year when inventory starts disappearing fast. Right now during Rev and Ride, get 2.99% APR financing and rebate up to $1,000 on select off-road models. Don't wait, come see us today at Vickers Power Sports and lock yours in before they're gone. See if motor recreational vehicles are intended for off-road use only and can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit cfmotorusa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Top of the 3rd inning for the Bombers, number 11, Caden Mexico.
McAlester grounds into a double play, their 12th GDP of the season. Just lead us to the top of the 4th inning. Ben Thomas delivers a first pitch ball a little high to Caden Fixico. Fixico is the only batter between the Bombers and Buffaloes with a hit so far. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball right side. Fielded on the backhand by Mullins. Flips to first base to Labus. Route number 1. 2 pitches for 1 out. Brings up James Washburn. Washburn has one of the 2 RBI for the Bombers. He had a sac fly to left field. Jalen Muse later on in the inning had a bases-loaded RBI walk. Thomas looking to keep on shoving here. Came in for relief with 2 outs and bases loaded. Back in the first inning. Next pitch is flown to shallow center field. Could be trouble. Now tailing over right. And now the second baseman, Mullins, makes the play. 2 outs on 3 pitches. And that brings up Jesse Bain.
Jesse Bain.
This will be pitch number 24 for Thomas in relief. Bain walked in his first plate appearance. Again last year, 2 for 3 against the Buffs. 2 outs. First pitch to Bain. He's swinging. Line drive center field. Marching going back a bit. Comes back in. Makes the catch. And that's 3 outs on 4 pitches for Ben Thomas. That'll help out the pitch count. So we head now to the bottom of the 3rd inning. McAlester trailing 2-0. And go right back to the plate. Blake Judkins, John Andrew Marchant, Grant Mullins when we return here on Rock 105.
Are you waking up tired or sore every morning? Oh, my back! It may be time for a new mattress from Tanny Hill Furniture and Mattress. While you're here, check out our other sales and offers. We have no credit needed financing and fast delivery too.
Nice. Made me happy, made me smile. Nice.
Family owned and operated since 1989. We are here to help you find the right mattress for your body and your budget. Find us on Facebook, Tanny Hill Furniture and Mattress, 5 South 5th Street in beautiful McAlester.
Lee Auto Sales. We buy, sell, and trade. Super prices, easy terms, and fast approval. Choose the dealer who cares. Choose Lee Auto Sales. We finance and we have the largest used car inventory in McAlester.
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
Come by 2431 North George Nye Expressway in McAlester and let us show you why we have been voted the #1 choice for the best pre-owned car lot. Lee Auto Sales. We sell quality, not quantity. Let us help you. Call 918-423-7887. Visit us online at leautosalesok.com. So go see Chan the man. Who can? Chan can.
Welcome to the main event happening right inside your home. In the left corner, your HVAC system, putting in the work but sometimes running out of steam. And in the right corner, the reigning champions of comfort, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. When your system starts to struggle, don't wait for the knockout. Call the champs. Take advantage of available PSO rebates and keep your system in fighting shape, whether it be with upgrades, repairs, or maintenance. With Freeze and Flare in your corner, comfort always comes out on top. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, McAlester looking for their first hit. We've only had 1 hit combined in this game. The Bombers, Caden Fixco, had it in the first inning. The Bombers lead 2-0 over the McAlester Buffaloes. Bottom of inning number 3, Blake Judkins, John Andrew Marchant, and Grant Mullins, 9-1-2 batters, looking to get on the board for the Buffs. There have been 3 passes given up by Lincoln King, but then we had the couple of flyouts, a fielder's choice into McAlster's threat in the first, and a 6-4-3 double play into McAlster's threat in the second. Let's see if 3rd time's a charm for our first run. First pitch from King. Curveball in there, strike 1. Hasn't started off a lot of batters with strikes, but again, if he can start his batters ahead with strikes, you can see his whole arsenal. So he's been mainly fastball heavy here. Started it off with the curveball in that pitch.
And like you said, he's got a good break on that curve.
0-1. That one bounces in. That one might have been a changeup. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. As we mentioned, Judkins batting .356 on the season. That is good for 3rd on the team. 1-1 pitch. Comes in and hits him. Oh, my goodness. Blake Judkins now 3 straight plate appearances with hit by pitches.
First base.
He's like, what? Why do you hate me for?
What did I do?
Judkins now, the team leader in hit by pitches. Nate, he was 5th on the team in hit by pitches after his first at bat of the game earlier today. And with 3 straight hit by pitches, he now leads the team.
Oh my goodness.
Back to the top of the order. First pitch to Marchant showing bunt, getting it down. It's too hard though. Fielding gets King, throws to second base for 1 out. No play at first base. Sack bunt is unsuccessful. Too hard of a hit, straight to Lincoln King. And now Grant Mullins up.
Grant Mullins.
That is a 1-6 fielder's choice. Grant Mullins walked in his first plate appearance. Buffaloes have had plenty of base runners, but no hits so far. I feel like they've been getting underneath a few of the pitches that they could drive so far. Decent lead by Marchant. And he goes on the first pitch. First pitch is low. The throw down to second base is not in time. Gliding into second is Marchant with the stolen base. And we got him into scoring position. Now Mullins trying to drive him in. Mullins, again, batting .385 on the year. That is second on the team behind Marchant. Batting .405 with runners in scoring position. That is good for fourth on the team. And 22 RBI. Buffaloes have a lot of time to come back. It's only a 2-run deficit, and Ben Thomas is pitching well. King pauses, looks at second, deals. That 1-0 in the zone. Count even at 1-1 for number 1. So Midwest City doesn't do the pitch comm. What they do is they call out numbers and they look at their wristband, and that's how he can tell what pitch is going to be thrown.
Interesting.
I can hear that from the first base dugout here. 1-1 pitch. Fastball that's flown backwards into the grandstand netting to move the count to 1-2. That way you can guarantee that no one at second base can see what the signs are coming in from the catcher. It's directly from the dugout straight to the pitcher.
Smart.
A lot of times you'll get a runner at second base. You'll even see it in Major League Baseball. You can see the signs from the catcher if they're not using pitch comm or if they're just setting up in a weird way, or you see the grip from the pitcher. 1-2 pitch. Curveball outside corner. Got Mullins looking for out number 2. First strikeout of the day for Lincoln King. And now Denver Durant will try to pick up the Buffaloes. Runner at second with 2 down for the McAlester Buffalo offense. But yeah, the Yankees do it all the time. If there's a runner at second base, they can maybe relay what the pitch will be to the batter by putting maybe 1 arm down or 2 arms down, or they might make it known.
Somehow.
Yeah, they'll let them know what's coming up. And that's perfectly legal.
Yeah.
First pitch is gone underneath it again. Fly ball left side, but could be trouble. Wind is pushing it back in. Shortstop underneath it makes the catch for out number 3. So the Buffaloes still scoreless through 3 innings. Leave another runner stranded. They've been struggling with runners in scoring position today. We'll tally up what they've really done here in just a bit, but I know they were 2 for 9 against the Claremore Zebras earlier. McAlester still scoreless, 2-0 the score heading to the top of the 4th here on Rock 105.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. If it's on the market, you'll find it at first-realty.net. If you have any questions, call us at 918-423-3122.
Mill Creek Carpet and Tile is ready to help you elevate the aesthetics of your home. We have a huge selection to accentuate every surface. Whether it's new floors, countertops, or the custom backsplash you were dreaming of, Mill Creek has you covered. Check out our signature value, Karastan and Shaw Flooring. We offer 0% financing with approved credit. Shop local and get it done right. Our staff is ready to help you turn your vision into reality. Mill Creek Carpet and Tile, 1316 East Carl Albert Parkway, McAlester. Are you squinting to read signs while driving? Having trouble seeing clearly at night? It's time to focus on your vision behind the wheel with Kennedy Eye Care. Issues like nearsightedness, astigmatism, glare sensitivity, or poor night vision can hinder your ability to read signs, judge distance, and react quickly. Let us take care of your changing vision so you can focus on the road ahead. Schedule your eye exam today by giving us a call at 918-429-1400. Kennedy Eye Care, where your vision is our focus. Go Buffs! Have a great season.
McAlester Buffaloes are trailing the Midwest City Bombers 2-0 as we make our way to the top of the 4th inning. We have had a combined 1 hit between our 2 teams so far. McAlester currently being no-hit after having a no-hitter of their own a couple of days ago. Well, no, it's actually just last night, but a couple of games ago against Pryor. First pitch is low and outside to Noah Polston. He walked in his first plate appearance. Ben Thomas looking to keep it going since his appearance in the first inning in relief. 1-0 is fly backwards for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's getting to the point in his outing where I don't want to say anything because I don't want to jinx anything. So I'm going to wait.
Okay.
Counts even at 1 ball and 1 strike against Polston. 1-1 pitch. That's right there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ben Thomas against Noah Polston. Thomas comes to a pause and delivers. 1-2 curveball. Again, he's been having an issue at times getting on top of that curveball.
Did that hit his bat?
No.
Okay.
It hit off of the glove of Simons and slow rolled back there.
You just looked close from the angle I had.
On the video stream?
Yeah.
2-2 pitch. Bayou with the fastball. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Third strikeout of the day for Ben Thomas. This time sitting down Noah Polston. All of his strikeouts have been swinging strikeouts. And now Jalen Muse, the lefty, digs into the box.
Thomas has impressed me so far here today.
I agree. And I'm not saying any more than that yet. First pitch. Missing up and out for ball 1.
That's why that is all I said.
Pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jalen Muse. He has one of the 2 RBI for the Bombers. One was that sac fly by Washburn. The other one, the RBI walk with the bases loaded by Muse. 1-1 pitch. That's way outside for ball 2. McAlester playing in 1 out of their final 3 scheduled home games. Next pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. As of right now, it looks like the Bixby game is not going to happen.
Right.
At least also right now what I'm looking at. And same way for the Wright City game. That game would be in Wright City, though, if it was going to be played. But Prom's taking that away. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball. Right back to Thomas. He'll throw it over to first base in time for out number 2. Reached up as high as he could. Brings that ball down, and then it'll be a 1-3 ground out for 2 up, 2 down for the top of the 4th inning.
Coming to the plate for the Bombers, number 16, Ty Long.
So now Ty Long, he was the first batter that Ben Thomas faced today. Struck him out swinging with the bases loaded. Bases clear, 2 down, top of the 4th inning, and the first pitch. It's fouled straight back to the backstop for strike 1. McAlester comes back up in the bottom of the 4th inning looking for not just their first run, but their first hit. It'll be Jackson McKinney, Gavin Brumley, Trevin Simons in the middle of your order. 0-1. Off speed, had him fooled. Out in front. Couldn't tell that was a changeup or a curveball, but he's out in front to move the count to 0-2. Thomas looking for 2 strikeouts here in this 4th inning. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball right there. Strike 3. Got him looking. Ben Thomas, have yourself a day so far. And the McAlester Buffaloes still down by 2 on excellent work from Ben Thomas out of the pen. We played half a 7-inning game. Buffaloes trailed 2-0 to the Bombers here on Rock 105.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
When you need propane, there's only one place to go, W.E. Alford Propane. Both residential and commercial, W.E. Alford Propane has served eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in Eufaula, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, Tallahena, Antlers, and Stigler. With the cold weather, you'll want to be sure and fill up your tank today. Call 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for more than 70 years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Step up to the plate this season at Fenton Nissan and score big with the 2026 Nissan Frontier or a 2026 Nissan Rogue.
The Frontier brings big league toughness with powerful performance and rugged capability.
And the Rogue delivers MVP comfort, advanced tech, and outstanding fuel efficiency.
Get big league quality and performance when you shop Fenton Nissan.
Step up to the plate and save on a new 2026 Nissan Frontier or Rogue today.
And don't forget to tell them Bo sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at FentonNissan.com.
Jackson McKinney.
McAlester Buffaloes need to get a little bit of momentum. It seems like their offense has been stuck in the mud for the first 3 innings. Bottom of the fourth, 2-0 the score as the Midwest City Bombers lead the Buffs. First pitch, line drive, left field. There's your base knock, and it might be extra bases. Rounding first is McKinney, trying to make his way to second. The throw in from left field hits the cutoff man. Leadoff double on the first pitch that McKinney saw.
Safely into second base.
So now the tying run's going to be at the plate. McKinney, pump me up. Now, we saw this when McAlester went out onto the field. McKinney wanted to go into the Hughes Fieldhouse since he's the DH for the second game.
Right.
Since Simons is catching the second game. He went into the Hughes Fieldhouse, said, I need to get some swings in. And immediately, lines went down the left field line.
And like we said, he loves swinging at the first pitch. Found another one that he liked.
For McKinney, that is his 11th extra base hit of the year, tied for second on the team. First pitch to Brumley, missing outside for ball one. Again, if you're going to win this game, I feel like it's going to have to be behind line drives and ground balls. If you're trying to hit one out of the park, even if you do get all of it, like what we saw from Simons not that long ago, it's not going to leave the park today. That's how strong the wind is. I don't care how hard you hit it. 1-0 is another fly ball to center field, but it's shallow. Coming in and making the catch is the center fielder, Sanchez, for out number one. And now Trevin Simons will look to bring in McAllister's Jackson McKinney. I'm going to try to look at McAllister's batting average with runners in scoring position in this game. 1, 2, 4. Now 0 for 5. So on the day, they're 2 for 14, which normally this is one of their strong suits. First pitch to Simons. In there for strike one. So 2 for 14 today. McAlester as a team on the season's batting .382 with runners in scoring position on the entirety of the season. Count 0-1 to Simons. He flew out to center field. Gabe won a ride, but again, that wind was going to keep that off of the center field wall. 0-1 pitch. Curveball just missing. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Simons is batting .385 with runners in scoring. 5 out of his 13 hits have been in such situations. McKinney was getting ready to start his lead a bit, and King just glanced his way. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch to Simons. Bounces into the catcher Rideau. Keeps it in front and keeps McKinney over at second base. Counting out at 2-1 here for Trevin Simons. McKinney's almost taking like a 2-out lead over there at second base. 2-1 pitch. It's a ground ball third base side. Fielded, looks the runner back, throws over to first base. There goes McKinney. Catch is made at first base for out number 2. And now McAlester, for the first time in this game, is at third base on the 5-3 ground out.
And heads up play by McKinney there to force the fielder to make a play over to first, and then as soon as the shortstop let go of the throw, he took off for third.
Brody Parker will try to bring in Jackson McKinney. Parker batting .432 with runners in scoring. Good for third on the team. First pitch. Swing and a miss, though. I think he swung at ball 1, too.
He did.
There's strike 1. Parker was 1 for 3 earlier today.
But that was a really good breaking ball in the first pitch.
Parker with 16 RBI as well. King comes set and the pitch. The 0-1 is flown over to right field. Trying to block the sun. The right fielder makes the catch down by his hip. Long keeps the Buffaloes off the scoreboard with the catch in right field and leaves McKinney stranded after a leadoff double. McAllister's at-bats have just not been up to par for the majority of this day. Not even in their 5-3 win over Claremore, they weren't the greatest of at-bats. And they trail 2-0 as we head to the top of the 5th inning. You're listening to McAlester Baseball here on Rock 105.
Wallace Properties is a proud sponsor of McAlester Baseball. We consistently invest in McAlester and have for over 40 years. From retail growth to new development, Wallace Properties is excited to help bring Academy sports and outdoors to our community. Strong communities and strong teams are built with vision. Wallace Properties, building what's next for McAlester.
S&S Outdoor Services serves McAlester and the surrounding areas. We do leaf cleanup, lawn care, construction, and French drains. We provide tree trimming and removal, landscaping, land clearing, and dirt work services throughout southeast Oklahoma. We also sell firewood. S&S Outdoor Services in McAlester is a family-owned and operated business with 10 years experience. We are insured, licensed, and bonded. Call 405-760-4194.
McAlester, listen up. Patriot Dodge in McAlester is under new management. If your vehicle needs service, we are ready for you today. No appointment needed, just come by. We've increased our staff and we have former techs back in our service department ready to take care of you. Our service hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays. Just drive in. We are ready to help. New management, new energy. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in McAlester. Call 918-423-2288.
McAlester Buffaloes have a newfound problem with runners in scoring position, but as far as defense is concerned, McAlester looking to keep it going since that strikeout to end the first inning. Ben Thomas has been lights out so far. He has struck out 4 in relief, and he faces his 11th batter, Ariz Sanchez. He flew out to the second baseman in his first at-bat. First pitch to him misses low for ball 1. Buffaloes trail 2-0 to the Midwest City Bombers. They scored both of their runs in that top of the first. McAlester struggling with Lincoln King. 1-0 pitch. Will bounce to the backstop for ball 2. Complete opposite problem of what McAlester had in the game against Claremore. McAlester struck out about 7 times against the Claremore Zebras. This time they've only struck out once. They're getting base runners.
Yeah.
They're not getting hits with runners on the base paths at all. Held to 1 hit so far. 2-0 pitch. That one misses for ball 3. That's pretty close. Thomas has to work all the way back to the count at 3-0. And the pitch. It's a 4-pitch walk, and it's the first base runner. I can say it now. First base runner that Ben Thomas has allowed today. He retired 10 straight batters in relief.
He's had a great outing in relief so far.
He's hoping that his offense can pick him up. They just haven't done it in the first 4 innings so far. Top of the order now in Lincoln King. He is over 1. He's been hit by a pitch and struck out swinging. Thomas slides step the pitch, going for the first pitch on a bunt attempt. That's going to land foul. And retreating back to first base will be Sanchez. Yeah, this has been a pitcher's duel so far. One that you don't normally see in the finale of festivals, because usually in finale of festivals you're near the end of your pitching, but we've had good outings from Lincoln King and also from Ben Thomas in relief here.
Mm-hmm.
See if King tries to get another bunt down. 0-1 does not. Up and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. A combined 2 hits. 1 hit by Fixico of the Bombers and a double by McKinney of the Buffaloes. 2-0 score, top of inning number 5. Stepping off is Thomas. Calling time first, though, was King. He wants to get right back in the box. Playing way in at third base, anticipating a possible bunt is Parker. 1-1 pitch, shows the bunt, pulls back, and this is up and outside as well, ball 2. King trying to help out his own cause here, whether that be to get the leadoff man into scoring position or get on base safely himself. Or maybe even bring that runner in if he can get one in the gap. 2-1 pitch. There goes the runner. Ground ball on a hit and run will go into the outfield. Trying to go first to third. Is coming up firing is Brumley from right field. And that will lead to a base hit. Runners at the corners with nobody out. The first hit given up by Ben Thomas.
Single
on a hit and run right past the diving glove of the first baseman Labus.
Next, Terrence Rideau.
So Terrence Rideau comes up, who is 0 for 1. He has walked and flown out to right field.
Come on, T.
McAlester has had a terrible time of getting people to third base, so you want to keep this score at 2-0 any way possible.
Yes.
He's already showing bunt way early. Runner goes off at the first pitch. It is a called strike. And now you have runners in scoring position here for the Bombers.
And King takes second.
He just showed he had no intention of bunting that ball. He just wanted to show bunt, so maybe McAlester would have crashed early to allow a free open base to second base. That's exactly what happened.
Yep.
Counted 0-1 with nobody out. Infield in, the pitch outside, gets past Simons. Here comes the runner, and he'll score. 3-0. Bombers score for the first time since their first inning. Runner advances from second to third, and Lincoln King. It's not the start you wanted for the McAlester Buffaloes, but also considering they're down to their final 9 outs now, it's not really a start anymore. This is not the game that you wanted from McAlester.
No.
4.5 innings in. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball up the middle past the glove of Denver Durant into the outfield. RBI single. That one by Terrence Rideau, and they're starting to see Ben Thomas here in the top of the 5th inning. He retired 10 in a row, and then since then, walk, single, single. And it's a 4-0 lead for the Midwest City Bombers for Caden Fixico, who is 1 for 2. Top of inning number 5, McAlester trailing 4-0. First pitch shows bunt, pulls back, ball 1. The reason why I say I know that this game is not going to matter in terms of where you're going to go in the playoffs, but it does matter in terms of momentum. You get 2 big wins against the top 2 teams in 5A3. You want to be able to finish the tournament off strong, especially riding a 7-game home win streak. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and it's a line drive to center field. Marchant already playing in, coming in, and drops the ball in center. This will be an E8. And things are starting to snowball for the Buffaloes.
Bombers with a single into center field, putting
so runners at first and second with nobody out. Again, this game's still within reach if McAlester can exit this 5th inning
number 14
with the 4-0 deficit. But with how hard it has been for McAlester to just collect hits today, you don't want to find yourself in too deep of a hole. And right now they're starting to dig it themselves. Showing bunt early, the 1-0 pitch, or excuse me, the first pitch is going to be bunted back and foul for strike 1. We got to be quicker on that scoreboard right there. Count is 0-1.
Yeah, it's 0-1.
Scoreboard at Mike Deak showing 1-1 here. James Washburn at the plate. 0 for 1 with a RBI sac fly and a pop out at the second baseman. The pitch has flown to center field. This again is shallow. Marchant coming in again. Marchant this time makes the catch. That'll be out number 1.
Marchant catches the fly ball.
Jesse Bain is 0 for 1. He has walked and lined out to center field. And 2 runs scored in the first, 2 runs now in the top of the 5th inning. McAlester could use a double play ball here. And Jesse Bain last year was out of the 5 spot too, went 2 for 3. Runners take off with the pitch. It's low, didn't have a chance. That time it wasn't a slide step by Thomas, it was the long leg kick, and they were going off a first movement.
Runners advance on the pitch.
And runners at second and third with 1 out, the double play ball gone. Count 1-0. Pitch from Thomas to Bain. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Once again, infield in on the infield turf, trying to knock down the runner at third base. If it hit right to him. The pitch. That long looping breaking ball will miss a little bit above that Again, that Bomber B. Back ahead in the count is Bain at 2-1. Thomas deals the 2-1 pitch. Slow roller, third base side, staying foul. And the count is even at 2-2 on Bain. When McAlester comes back up, they'll have their 8-9-1 batters up at the plate. 2-2 pitch. Curveball right there, strike three. What a pitch. Ben Thomas gets a much-needed backwards K. And now the defense can back up with runners at second and third, and Noah Polston up. That's 5 strikeouts now for Ben Thomas in relief. He's now pitched in 4 complete innings. And the pitch is flown to right field. Brumley moves back a bit, drops the ball. Drops the ball in right field. 2 runs are going to score on an E9. That's now the second drop ball in the outfield. Nate, I don't know how many times I have said this, but when McAlester is at their best, they look like they're state title contenders. And when McAllister's at their worst, they look like one of the worst teams in baseball.
That you're not wrong.
And right now, this inning is showing some of the worst of what McAlester has done this year. The only difference is here's the first pitch line drive up the middle, base hit. No, possibly. Here's the play. What a play. Did he come off the bag? Denver wasn't on the bag at second base. Fielder's choice. What was I just saying?
Yep.
Denver could have been at the bag at second base, and if he's right there, the inning's over, and it's a fielder's choice. He was just off the bag.
And now
instead, it's an infield single for Ty Long, or Jalen Muse, rather.
And the runner at first would put Midwest City at 8 runs and put McAlester down to their final 3.
The only thing that we haven't had this inning has been tons of free passes, but we did have a walk to begin this inning. First pitch misses outside for ball 1, but we have not had very good baseball IQ this inning. We have had just simple mistakes. And kind of not a game that you want to have to wrap up a festival where you've had 2 big wins and you're getting ready for your biggest district series of the season coming up on Monday and Tuesday. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball, shortstop position. Denver Field slips to second, and the inning is over, but not before 4 runs scored in the top of the 5th inning. On just a few hits, McAlester had 2 errors. They walked 1, but only 1 RBI out of those 4 runs scored for the Bombers. A rough inning there for the Buffs. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. McAlester looking to cut into this deficit. Again, the game's still not over. They have 9 outs to work with, and we know that McAlester can strike in a hurry if they can get going here with Cole Labus, Blake Judkins, and John Andrew Marchant. You're listening to McAlester Baseball here on Rock 105.
Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, your #1 choice in septic and excavation needs. We offer septic install, aerobics, lagoons, water and sewer installation, and leak repairs, trenches, irrigation lines, or dirt work of any kind. Aquaholic Septic and Excavation is family owned and operated. Call us today at 918-210-7115 or look us up on Facebook for a free quote. Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, great work at an honest price.
Hey partner, idling season is over. Spring's here and it's time to get moving. The all-new 2026 U10 Pro and Seaforth 1000 Overland are hitting the ground built for real work, real trails, and real performance. Whether you're hunting, hauling, or just getting out there, this is the time of year when inventory starts disappearing fast. Right now during Rev and Ride, get 2.99% APR financing and rebate up to $1,000 on select off-road models. Don't wait, come see us today at Vickers Power Sports and lock yours in before they're gone. See if motor recreational vehicles are intended for off-road use only and can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit cfmotorusa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Are you waking up tired or sore every morning?
Oh, my back!
It may be time for a new mattress from Tanny Hill Furniture and Mattress. While you're here, check out our other sales and offers. We have no credit needed financing and fast delivery too.
Nice. Made me happy, made me smile. Nice.
Family owned and operated since 1989. We are here to help you find the right mattress for your body and your budget. Find us on Facebook, Tanny Hill Furniture and Mattress, 5 South 5th Street in beautiful McAlester.
Lee Auto Sales. We buy, sell, and trade. Super prices, easy terms, and fast approval. Choose the dealer who cares. Choose Lee Auto Sales. We finance and we have the largest used car inventory in McAlester.
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
Come by 2431 North George Nye Expressway in McAlester and let us show you why we have been voted the #1 choice for the best pre-owned car lot. Lee Auto Sales. We sell quality, not quantity. Let us help you. Call 918-423-7887. Visit us online at leautosalesok.com. So go see Chan the man. Who can? Chan can.
McAlester needing a response here after a bad top of the 5th inning. First pitch to Cole Labus is swung on and missed for strike 1 on a hard swing there from Labus. McAlester has popped up a bunch, and, with the wind, playing it well has been the outfield to be able to knock down, or rather run down a lot of these fly balls and get the outs. Bombers have played a pretty clean game today. 0-1 pitch is right in there for strike 2. McAllister's been held to 1 hit. No errors, actually, by the Bombers. McAlester had 2 there in the top of the 5th inning and a couple of other mental miscues that led to those 4 runs being scored. Cole down on the count 0-2. King with the windup and the 0-2 delivery. Pops it up. Wynn will take this one out of play. No chance. Count remains at 0-2. Labus grounded into a double play, 6-4-3, back in his first at bat. Searching for his first hit of the day, he had a 2 RBI triple against Pryor last night. Count 0-2 to Labus. All the way back in the box facing King, who's in search of his second strikeout. Wind up and the delivery. It's popped up again. Let's see if the wind takes this one out of play, and it will. Again, on any other day, that's a normal fly ball caught in foul territory, but today, Cole Labus has the help of the wind there on that pop-up.
And McAllister's got to figure out a way to stop getting underneath the ball. That's been a problem this entire game.
Yes, half of their outs have been recorded via fly balls. Next pitch bounces off the plate. The count is now to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Cole Labus. Lincoln King trying to start off the bottom of the 5th inning strong. The pitch. That one will miss upstairs. Count to 2-2 now on Labus. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases clear with Labus being the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 5th. King the windup and the 2-2. Fastball missing outside, and the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Labus a pretty good battle here, fighting off a couple of tough pitches to bring himself to a full count. Three balls and 2 strikes. There's the nod and the windup from King in the pitch. Will miss upstairs, and Labus will take his base. Nice AB to work the walk. Thing is, McAllister's been able to get some of these today. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've had 6 base runners. They even had a lead-off double in the last inning. They just haven't been able to do anything with runners in scoring position today, which is not the time of the year where you want to start not hitting with runners in scoring. All year they've had no problem with getting runners in. First pitch to Judkins misses upstairs. He's looking to break a hit-by-pitch streak. He's been hit by a pitch in 3 consecutive plate appearances. So in now 2 games, he has gone 1 for 1 with 3 hit-by-pitches. That's been his line today. Labus at first base, always a threat to steal as well. 1-0 pitch. That one bounces in for ball 2. McAlester has not beaten Midwest City since 2024 when they beat them in a different tournament, the Cleveland County Classic. They won 8-3 in that game. These two teams used to share a district for a couple of years back in 2022 and 2023. McAlester won 3 out of those 4 games. Next pitch is low for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Buffaloes beat the Bombers 3-2 and also 13-5. If I'm not mistaken, I think that Gage Mullins had a walk-off hit in that game in 2022. 3-0 pitch, and that's in there for a strike. The Bombers beat McAlester in the first game of a doubleheader at Midwest City. I was sick as a dog calling those 2 games. Bombers won it 8-6, and then McAlester won the next game 13-0 in run rule fashion. Pick off to first. In safely as Labas. Then McAlester, which is weird, they played a district series, but then later on that year they played in the Cleveland County Classic. Although they're district opponents, they played for a third time that year. In non-district play, McAlester beat Midwest City 14-4.
That is not something you see very often.
3-1. Judkins swings and fouls it straight back, and the count is now full at 3-2. The Bombers would go on to lose to McAlester the next year in the Cleveland County Classic 8-3. And now the Bombers are looking to begin a win streak against the Buffs after beating them last year 6-5 in the 5A shootout. That was a night game. This game is going to turn into a night game if we keep on going further. 3-2 pitch. Will miss for ball 4. That's a close pitch. But it'll put runners at first and second with back-to-back walks.
That was up and in.
Cole Labas down to second.
So now we'll have a mound visit. We'll see if this will be a pitching change. We'll take at least a 30-second break and be back. 6-0. The Midwest City Bombers lead the McAlester Buffaloes here on Rock 105.
Welcome to the main event happening right inside your home. In the left corner, your HVAC system, putting in the work but sometimes running out of steam. And in the right corner, the reigning champions of comfort, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. When your system starts to struggle, don't wait for the knockout. Call the champs. Take advantage of available PSO rebates and keep your system in fighting shape, whether it be with upgrades, repairs, or maintenance. With Freeze and Flare in your corner, comfort always comes out on top. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
Just a mound visit here for Lincoln King. Like I said, it's held McAlester to just one hit. He has had some trouble with control at times, but he's always been able to work himself out of jams. He's kept McAlester scoreless so far, but runners at first and second with nobody out. In the bottom of the 5th inning, top of the order is up for McAlester, John Andrew Marchant. He is 0 for 1. He walked, and he was unsuccessful on a sac bunt attempt as the lead runner was out. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. First pitch to Marchant showing bunt. Can't get it down, but again, that's because it was thrown high on him and he ducked for cover. Ball 1. Buffaloes want to at least match what the Bombers did in the top half of the 5th inning where they scored 4 runs. Bombers have been playing clean baseball so far today, and stepping off will be King. And the Bombers earlier in their only game of the 5A shootout lost 6-0 to Pryor. 1-0 pitch, showing bunt, pulls back as the pitch misses high for ball 2. And despite the 6 free passes so far, looks like 5 walks and a hit by pitch, King's pitch count is still, considering all that, been relatively low. 2-0 pitch. That next one misses high as well for ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes to John Andrew Marchant. This is the biggest red light I've ever seen.
100%.
Even if it's right there and you're calling the bunt, I still think that you have to pull back and see what happens. 3 balls and no strikes. And the pitch. He does pull back. It is a called strike. And you can't risk that.
Yeah, you're not swinging at that.
3 balls and 1 strike. Still a hitter's count for Marchant, which should still be a bunt attempt. 3-1 pitch. Gets the bunt down. It's a good one down the third base line. The snag. There's no throw to third. That's the second picture-perfect bunt by John Andrew Marchant today. That one was a beaut. Right down the third base line for a bunt single. And now the bases are loaded for the Buffaloes, down by 6. This bases loaded alert brought to you by Outlaw Towing and Recovery. When you need a tow, call Outlaw Towing and Recovery. They specialize in vehicle recovery. Call 918-426-IN-TOW. McAllister's second hit of the game is a bunt single. Corner infielders come in on the infield turf. McAllister needs a big hit. The windup from King and the first pitch to Mullins. Low for ball 1.
And if Mullins can get one into the gap here, you're cutting the lead in half.
Yeah, if you can get one down the line or something, or it takes a weird bounce somewhere. Absolutely. Got to score here. Duh. 1-0 pitch. That curveball crosses the letters for strike 1. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. McAllister has struggled with runners in scoring position today. To my count, they're 2 for 15, despite being 383 as a team this year with runners in scoring. Got to change it around here. 1-1 pitch. That is in there as well for a strike, and the count's to 1 ball and 2 strikes on Mullins, who has a 9-game hit streak in jeopardy a bit here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Now Mullins is having to try to fight it. The count 1-2. King looks back at second base, and the pitch. Ground ball right side, chance for a double play. Coming home with the ball. It's wide left. Wide left. One run's going to score. Here comes Judkins. He'll try to score. The relay home. He is out. Judkins just continued to try to run an extra 90 feet and ran right into an out.
One out, 1 run scored.
McAlester does score a run, but instead of the bases still being loaded and nobody out, McAlester gifts the Bombers an out. That's another mental mistake that McAllister's made. Coach Mullins goes to speak with Judkins about that. Good news for McAlester. They still have runners at second and third and just one down. Again, if Denver Durant gets a base hit here, which he's more than capable of doing, you bring it back to a 3-run game. Denver Durant so far today is 0 for 2. That was the first error of the day by the Bombers. Marching at third and Mullins at second. The pitch. Line drive. Watch out. Coach Meadow saw his live flash before his eyes. What I love most about there being long innings sometimes for McAlester is the more that the inning goes on, the more that Coach Meadow starts to look like Iron Man. All the shin guards and elbow guards just start to collect up on his arm there. And the batting gloves and everything else. Count 0-1. 6-1 McAlester down by 5. And the pitch. Low and outside. That'll be ball 1. Can McAlester, if McAlester came back, it would not be the first time that they came back from a 6+ deficit. They've even come back from a 7-run deficit before.
This year?
This year against Bing.
That's right, yeah.
Did not win the game. That one went to extra innings, 1-1. This is upstairs, and the count is now 2-1 to reflect Denver's jersey number. Durant looking to kind of get on top of one here, or level one up. He's been getting underneath a couple of pitches here. He's been frustrated with his 2 at-bats. King comes set and deals the 2-1 pitch. That one runs in, almost hits Durant. And the count is now to 3 balls and 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Denver looking for something that he can drive down the line. The pitch. And instead, he'll watch that one miss up high and inside for ball 4. So the bases are loaded again on the walk to Denver Durant.
Durant picks up the walk.
This bases loaded alert brought to you by Outlaw Towing and Recovery, 918-426-IN-TOW when you need a tow. And they also specialize in vehicle recovery. Rideau comes out in front of home plate to direct his defense to say what's going to happen if it gets hit to whichever way. Jackson McKinney has one of the 2 hits for the Buffaloes today. It was a double down the left field line. If he has something similar here, he'll at least score 2 runs. First pitch to the DH, McKinney. He's first pitch swinging and got underneath it. This might score a run, though. Coming into the alleyway is Sanchez. Makes the catch. Tagging up will be Marchant. And McAlester has got their 2 runs to bring it back within 4. No one else tags up. The score is now 6-2 on the RBI sac fly from McKinney.
McKinney with an RBI fly out to center.
And right now, just you got to work your way back into this game.
Second for the
Not slowly, because you've only got 2 more innings, plus 1 out here.
But if you can continue to do this each inning here, then you're looking pretty sharp. Runners at first and second with 2 down. Let's see if McAlester can keep piecing it together. First pitch to Brumley is high for ball 1. That's where that out on the base paths really hurts too.
Yeah.
Trying to get that extra run there on the wide throw. 1-0 from King. Missing low and outside. That now pushes Brumley ahead in the count 2-0. All of a sudden, King's pitch count is kind of ballooned here. He's looking at close to 30 pitches in this inning alone. Now he's not at the pace to finish this game. Count 2-0. And the pitch. That's upstairs for ball 3. On deck is Trevin Simons. He's 0 for 2. Still making contact with the ball, but kind of come to a lull in terms of the his hits. And the pitch. This will miss down low for ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk to Gavin Brumley to load the bases. And how about one more time? This bases loaded alert brought to you by Outlaw Towing and Recovery. Call 918-426-IN-TOW. And we'll also have a new pitcher when we return. Again, a pitching change coming up for the Midwest City Bombers with the bases loaded and Trevin Simons up at the plate. You're listening to McAlester Baseball on Rock 105.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. If it's on the market, you'll find it at first-realty.net. If you have any questions, call us at 918-423-3122.
Mill Creek Carpet and Tile is ready to help you elevate the aesthetics of your home. We have a huge selection to accentuate every surface. Whether it's new floors, countertops, or the custom backsplash you were dreaming of, Mill Creek has you covered. Check out our signature value, Karastan and Shaw Flooring. We offer 0% financing with approved credit. Shop local and get it done right. Our staff is ready to help you turn your vision into reality. Mill Creek Carpet and Tile, 1316 East Carl Albert Parkway, McAlester. Are you squinting to read signs while driving? Having trouble seeing clearly at night? It's time to focus on your vision behind the wheel with Kennedy Eye Care. Issues like nearsightedness, astigmatism, glare sensitivity, or poor night vision can hinder your ability to read signs, judge distance, and react quickly. Let us take care of your changing vision so you can focus on the road ahead. Schedule your eye exam today by giving us a call at 918-429-1400. Kennedy Eye Care, where your vision is our focus. Go Buffs! Have a great season.
The McAlester Buffaloes have their best chance of coming back in this game right here at the bottom of the 5th inning. We have a call at the bullpen brought to you by 5th Quarter Printing, McAllister's premier printing company. Awards, embroidery, screen printing, and custom signage. Boost your brand with 5th Quarter Printing today. It was not the hits that ended up hurting Lincoln King in the end. It was the free passes that he gave up. He only gave up 2 hits, a double to Jackson McKinney and a bunt single to John Andrew Marchant. And yet McAlester trails by 4. 6-2 the score, but the bases are loaded as Jesse Bain comes from third base. Who moved over to third base? That's one thing I am missing. Jesse Bain is now from third base over onto the mound.
Number 1.
So it looks like I'll get a name on him in just a moment. But Jesse Bain to the mound. Looks like the pitcher King goes from the mound to center field, and from center field to left field goes Ariz Sanchez. Aiden Smith will be the new third baseman. All right, so Trevin Simons with the bases loaded, looking for a big hit. McAlester trailing by 4, 6-2 the score, bottom of inning number 5. 2 outs here in the 5A shootout finale. Bain's first pitch from the arm barn is in there for strike 1. Simons batting .385 with runners in scoring. He has 8 RBI since became really the everyday starting DH. He's the starting catcher in Game 2 today. Counted 0-1. And the pitch is flied straight back for strike 2. Buffalo's a pitch away from leaving the bases loaded. They have already scored 2 runs here in this inning. That matches what the Bombers did in the first inning, but still not enough to be able to erase the 4-run inning at the top half of the 5th. Simons again 0 for 2. He's flown out to center field and grounded out to third. Bain looking to come straight from the pin and do a job. Come set. Deep breath. 0-2 pitch. Up and outside. Ball 1. It looks like we have Mullins at third base, Durant at second, Brumley at first. McAlester scored on an error and a sac fly here in this bottom of the 5th inning. 1-2 pitch. Reaches for one, flies it over to left field, could be trouble, racing in, catch made. Almost dropped right in between the shortstop Washburn and the left fielder Sanchez. He makes the running catch, which McAlester struggled to do at times here today. and that was enough to be able to keep McAlester from scoring more. 6-2 is the score, though the Buffaloes pull it a little bit closer. If they can do that in innings 6 and 7 and keep the Midwest City Bombers scoreless for the remainder of the 6th and 7th innings, they can at least tie the game. So we head to the 6th, top of the 6th. 6-2, I've been saying the number 6 a lot here recently. 6-2 the score here on Rock 105.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
When you need propane, there's only one place to go. W.E. Alford Propane. Both residential and commercial, W.E. Alford Propane has served eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in Eufaula, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, Tallahena, Antlers, and Stigler. With the cold weather, you'll want to be sure and fill up your tank today. Call 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for more than 70 years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So McAlester was able to get a tad bit of momentum back after the big 4-run top of the 5th inning by the Bombers. We hit to the top of the 6th, and it'll be Aris Sanchez to lead it off for the Bombers. He is 0 for 1. He's popped out to the second baseman and walked. The Bombers brought up all 9 batters in the last inning. He scored 4 in that inning. It started off with the Sanchez walk. First pitch to him, a ground ball to the shortstop position. Getting it on the hop is Durant, throws to first base in time for out number 1. A little low. Levis picks up his shortstop. That's out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's what we call efficiency there. Turns the lineup over to the top of it to Lincoln King, who is 1 for 2. He was hit by a pitch, struck out swinging, and singled. Bombers have been held to 4 hits. It's just been a combined 6 hits today. Only 1 extra base hit was from McKinney on a double. Playing in at third base, Parker pulls back, and the pitch in there for strike 1. Again, nothing was scarier to me as the third baseman than crouching in on a show of a bunt and then the pull back of the bat. I'm like, oh, man, I'm about to die here, aren't I? Here's the 0-1 pitch. That pitch very close, I believe. Just up and inside,
I guess.
Count even at 1-1. Looked like a good location there from Thomas. Thomas came in for relief of Alford in the first inning with 2 outs. 6-2 McAlester deficit. 1-1 pitch is slapped over to left field, and it's down the line, and it is foul. Ooh, close too. And really, I'm surprised that King wasn't really booking it down the first base line. That was a lot closer than it probably looked like to him at first.
Yeah, I honestly thought that was getting down.
Thing is, if that is down and that's fair, what would normally be a triple in that situation, he might have been held to a double just because. Don't blame him. On first glance, it looked like it's going to stay foul, and that wind's trying to push it back in fair.
Right.
Sometimes a crosswind. 1-2 pitch. Off speed that misses outside, and the count is even at 2-2. Thomas looking for strikeout number 6. The pitch. Won't get it here. Up and outside. Count full. That was pitch number 68 for Ben Thomas. Count full 3-2 to Lincoln King. The pitch, way outside, ball 4. Just the second free pass issued today from Ben Thomas.
King of our first base.
Got a lot of speed on the base paths, though.
Rideau.
And Terrence Rideau will step in. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI single. You know, Nate, we were kind of talking about this in between innings. McAlester, it's odd that they're having issues with runners in scoring position today. McAlester has not, in their game against Claremore, that was a 5-3 win. In their game today so far against Midwest City in a 6-2 deficit, they have not had an RBI base hit today.
Right, 7 total runs scored, not a single RBI hit.
First pitch, slide step in there, strike one.
And you were talking about it before. This is not something that McAlester typically struggles with.
Nope. Let's see, the only RBI that we had out of the 5 runs scored by McAlester against Claremore, they had an RBI fielder's choice and an RBI hit by pitch. The other 3 runs were not from RBI. They're from errors or wild pitches. 0-1, there goes the runner. The swing and a miss for strike 2, and Coach Meadows was immediately arguing for batter's interference, and he's going to get it. We're going to have an out here at the plate on batter's interference. Contact was made with the catcher as he was getting up and trying to fire down to second base. This is going to bring a conversation from Coach Landon Vodka. Because at times there have been catcher's interference that can be called. And I'm not going to try to bring a opinion one way or the other here, because I didn't see it, in as slow motion as what you could probably see on MLB Network.
That'd be nice if we could do that.
That would be nice. So runner's back over at first base, and that is out number 2. That's going to be on batter's interference by Rideau. How many interference calls are we going to see today, too? That's the 3rd that we've seen. So now 2 outs for Caden Fixico, who is 1 for 3. He has singled, grounded out, and reached on an E8. First pitch there. Oh, King thought about going, and then he stopped in his tracks. First pitch misses high to Fixico for ball 1. Thomas delivers. There goes the runner. Pitches outside. The throw down to second is not in time. Count now 2-0 with a runner in scoring position for Caden Fixico. And today, McAllister's 2 RBI. Well, 2 runs scored. One was on an error, and the other one was on a sac fly. The pitch, 2-0 is swung on and missed for strike 1. Almost a total opposite of what McAlester had last night, too. They had, 9 runs or 10 runs, and most of them were off of base hits.
Yeah.
I think they had 9 total hits in that game last night against Pryor. 2-1 pitch. Outside corner missed for ball 3. Missing on the border like a Mexican chain restaurant, and the count is 3-1.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
3-1 pitch. This is the inside corner where they called strike 2. That one looked like it was maybe a ball. But count's now full at 3-2, and Thomas will try to make the most out of it against Caden Fixico, their 3-hole batter. Thomas looks back at second. Runner takes off. The pitch is popped up and out of play. And King does not have to take off from second base. He's trying to just get a extra step here on a ball that might be hit by Fixico. Thomas really hasn't picked off today.
No.
So I wonder if we get a spin move here or he just continues to throw strikes. There's the spin move, and there's the runner. He's caught in a rundown. Thomas throws it late. There's the tag, and it is there. I was just thinking, man, he hasn't done a lot of pickoffs, and then they went on the very next what would be pitch, and Thomas picks him off. And that will keep the score at 6-2. McAlester trying to keep on chipping away. We head to the bottom of the 6th with Brody Parker, Cole Labus, Blake Judkins, your 7, 8, 9 batters on the way here on Rock 105.
Step up to the plate this season at Fenton Nissan and score big with the 2026 Nissan Frontier or a 2026 Nissan Rogue.
The Frontier brings big league toughness with powerful performance and rugged capability.
And the Rogue delivers MVP comfort, advanced tech, and outstanding fuel efficiency.
Get big league quality and performance when you shop Fenton Nissan.
Step up to the plate and save on a new 2026 Nissan Frontier or Rogue today.
And don't forget to tell them Bo sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at FentonNissan.com.
Wallace Properties is a proud sponsor of McAlester Baseball. We consistently invest in McAlester and have for over 40 years. From retail growth to new development, Wallace Properties is excited to help bring academy sports and outdoors to our community. Strong communities and strong teams are built with vision. Wallace Properties, building what's next for McAlester.
S&S Outdoor Services serves McAlester and the surrounding areas. We do leaf cleanup, lawn care, construction, and French drains. We provide tree trimming and removal, landscaping, land clearing, and dirt work services throughout southeast Oklahoma. We also sell firewood. S&S Outdoor Services in McAlester is a family-owned and operated business with 10 years experience. We are insured, licensed, and bonded. Call 405-760-4194.
McAlester, listen up. Patriot Dodge in McAlester is under new management. If your vehicle needs service, we are ready for you today. No appointment needed, just come by. We've increased our staff and we have former techs back in our service department ready to take care of you. Our service hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays. Just drive in. We are ready to help. New management, new energy. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in McAlester. Call 918-423-2288.
McAlester was able to bring it back within 4 runs. Can they continue to get some more here in the bottom of the 6th inning? Down 6-2 to the Midwest City Bombers. The first pitch to Brody Parker skips into the catcher for ball 1. McAlster's been held to 2 hits. They've had the free passes, but as we mentioned kind of a bit in the last half inning and then the inning before that, McAlester has not been able to bring anybody in on an RBI base hit today. But you know the thing about the McAlester offense, one person gets going and then it just starts to travel throughout the entire starting 9. 1-0 pitch is driven over towards deep left center field. This one might be trouble. Dang wind. King goes over and gets it for out number 1.
Did it have to be windy today? Had to be today.
It's a line out to center field. Any other day, if you're not hitting directly into 25-mile-per-hour winds coming in from left center, that is a gapper, and Brody Parker is sitting on probably third base.
Right.
That brings up Cole Avis. McAlester just is needed to make a little bit more adjustments at the plate. More line drives or ground balls. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch to Lavis. Fastball inside corner, called strike 1. Whew. McAllister's trying to distract Midwest City a bit in the dugout. The rally caps are kind of already on here in the bottom of the 6th. 1-0 pitch. Slow roller down the first base line. Might have hit off of Lavis. It doesn't matter as it goes foul anyway. Count is even at 1-1. Again, I didn't have the best of views there. Did you think it might have hit off of Lavis there?
I didn't see it hit off of him.
Doesn't matter anyway. It's still a foul ball regardless.
Right.
Count is now at 0-2, I think, on Lavis now.
I was going to say, I had it at 0-2.
Buffaloes are trailing 6-2 the Midwest City Bombers here in the 5A shootout finale. If you thought the wind was settling down, I have bad news for you.
Yeah.
It's still up there. Bain searching for his first strikeout of the day. 0-2 pitch is a line drive. Another well-struck ball to King in center field. This one is caught again. McAlester hitting the tar out of the ball here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Straight into the wind. And also kudos to Lincoln King. He's made 2 good catches on the run in center field.
They're getting a good piece on the ball. But again, fly balls are not going to win you this game. You need to get it on the ground.
And arguably that was more of a line drive. And still, though, it hung up in the air long enough for King to go track it down. Any other day, that's back-to-back extra base hits.
That's probably off the batter's eye on a normal day.
Yeah, I don't think it had enough carry to leave the park like Parker's could have. And now Blake Judkins, who is 0 for 0. He has collected 4 consecutive free passes today. He has gone up to the plate. This is his 6th time as the pitch misses up high for ball 1. This is his 6th plate appearance today. He is 1 for 1 with an RBI.
Oh, my goodness.
That is his stat line for our 2 games that he's played today, including 3 hit by pitches. 1-0 to Judkins. And he lines this one foul down the first base line, and the count is even at 1-1 as he was late on the fastball. And that's where Coach Mullins is saying down over the third base coaching box, be on time. McAlester will have the top of their order up no matter what happens in the top of the 7th inning. McAllister's the home team. Midwest City can no longer run rule McAlester. Next pitch is chased on a up fastball. The count to 1-2 now at Judkins. Jesse Bain trying to come in and get his first strikeout still. And go 4 down since he came in for relief of Lincoln King, who's in line for the win. The pitch. 1-2, dotted the black, outside corner, called strike 3 on Judkins as he's retired for the first time in 2 games. And McAlester is down to their final 3 outs as they're carrying off Jesse Bain. They're carrying him off and putting a chain around his neck to end the bottom of the 6th inning. We still have a 7th to play here. The Midwest City Bombers lead at 6-2 over the McAlester Buffaloes. McAlester will try to keep this at a 4-run deficit. You're listening to McAlester Baseball on Rock 105.
Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, your #1 choice in septic and excavation needs. We offer septic install, aerobics, lagoons, water and sewer installation, and leak repairs, trenches, irrigation lines, or dirt work of any kind. Aquaholic Septic and Excavation is family owned and operated. Call us today at 918-210-7115 or look us up on Facebook for a free quote. Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, great work at an honest price.
Hey partner, idling season is over, spring's here, and it's time to get moving. The all-new 2026 U10 Pro and C-Force 1000 Overland are hitting the ground built for real work, real trails, and real performance. Whether you're hunting, hauling, or just getting out there, this is the time of year when inventory starts disappearing fast. Right now during Rev and Ride, get 2.99% APR financing and rebate up to $1,000 on select off-road models. Don't wait, come see us today at Vickers Power Sports and lock yours in before they're gone. See if motor recreational vehicles are intended for off-road use only and can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit cfmotorusa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Are you waking up tired or sore every morning?
Oh, my back!
It may be time for a new mattress from Tanny Hill Furniture and Mattress. While you're here, check out our other sales and offers. We have no credit needed financing and fast delivery too.
Nice. Made me happy, made me smile. Nice.
Family owned and operated since 1989. We are here to help you find the right mattress for your body and your budget. Find us on Facebook, Tanny Hill Furniture and Mattress, 5 South 5th Street in beautiful McAlester.
Lee Auto Sales, we buy.
Top of the 7th inning begins with a Ben Thomas up and inside fastball for ball 1. Top of the 7th, McAlester trailing 6-2 to the Midwest City Bombers here in the 5A shootout finale. 1-0 pitch is flown to left field and on top of the Hughes Fieldhouse. Earlier today, we counted 28 foul balls on top of that Hughes Fieldhouse.
And there's more up there, I can guarantee it.
Just on the other side.
Yep.
Maybe I can, as Caden Fix goes at the plate, by the way, 1-1 pitch is missing upstairs for ball 2. Maybe I could become, as just a side job, a gutter cleaning service for the Hughes Fieldhouse.
Hey, it could make you some money.
Make a little bit of extra money climbing up there and gathering the balls off. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Fix goes at bat, was cut short in the last half inning on a pickoff that was successful to gun down Lincoln King trying to take third base. Count even at 2-2, top of the 7th. Thomas's pitch. Curveball that misses outside, and the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fix go 1 for 3 with the single, ground out, and reach on an E8. The 3-2 upstairs for, well, thought that was ball 4. Yeah, that's ball 4.
Yeah.
And Fixco will take his base on balls. Oh, that's just the 3rd today from Ben Thomas. Have it as McAllister's 8th overall. Funny enough, I think that Midwest City might have just as much or more. First pitch is a sky-high, big league pop-up, and with the wind could be trouble. Durant calls everyone off, and he makes the catch on the opposite side of the second base bag for out number 1. So Washburn send that into the stratosphere, and Durant waited patiently for that to come back down. Now Jesse Bain, now the pitcher, was third base to start this game. He's over 2, trying to help out his own cause. Runners at first and second with 1 out. And the pitch. Swing and a miss as he did try to hold up on the swing. Wouldn't have mattered. I think it was a strike anyway. Count 0-1. And the pitch. Up and inside, it gets past Simons, who will allow a runner to reach second base and get into scoring position. That in the Caden Fixico. By the way, for Jesse Bain, when he comes back in the 7th inning, he will be in line still for a save.
Wow.
It's a weird situation for a save, but anytime that you enter the game with a tying run on base, at bat, or on deck, which he did with the bases loaded in a 6-2 game, if he finishes off the game, as the next pitch misses up and inside for ball 2, I believe if he finishes the game, that will be a save.
Huh.
Because in baseball, a save is awarded to a relief pitcher who finishes a game, or winning game, does not earn a win, and meets one of the 3 criteria. Next pitch is a called strike to move the count to even at 2-2 on the scoreboard. Enters with a 3-run lead and pitches at least, or 3-run lead or less and pitches at least 1 inning. Enters with the tying run on base, at bat, or on deck. So here's the 2-2. Popped up again in the infield. Durant, this time hardly has to move. Right by the bag, makes the catch for out number 2. Or pitches at least 3 innings to finish a game. That means that you could be leading a game 8-0, 9-0. We had Jordan Clark a couple of years ago against Hugo. He had a 3-inning save, despite McAlester winning the game, I think, like 7-0, 8-0. Had a 3-inning save.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's a safe situation here for Jesse Bain if he finishes the game, since he came into the game with the tying run at the plate. Another pickoff. They're going to get another one here. Throw over to third base. The tag is applied again. Second consecutive inning is out on the base pass as Ben Thomas picks off his second runner of the game. And now McAlester put those rally caps on. They're down to their final 3 outs, trailing by 4, 6-2. And it looks like the top of the order will be up. John Andrew Marchant, Grant Mullins, Denver Durant when we return here on Rock 105.
Lee Auto Sales. We buy, sell, and trade. Super prices, easy terms, and fast approval. Choose the dealer who cares. Choose Lee Auto Sales. We finance and we have the largest used car inventory in McAlester.
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
Come by 2431 North George Nye Expressway in McAlester and let us show you why we have been voted the #1 choice for the best pre-owned car lot. Lee Auto Sales. We sell quality, not quantity. Let us help you. Call 918-423-7887. Visit us online at leautosalesok.com. So go see Chan the man. Who can? Chan can.
Welcome to the main event happening right inside your home. In the left corner, your HVAC system, putting in the work but sometimes running out of steam. And in the right corner, the reigning champions of comfort, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. When your system starts to struggle, don't wait for the knockout. Call the champs. Take advantage of available PSO rebates and keep your system in fighting shape, whether it be with upgrades, repairs, or maintenance. With Freeze and Flare in your corner, comfort always comes out on top. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. If it's on the market, you'll find it at first-realty.net. If you have any questions, call us at 918-423-3122.
So all the talking that we had about Jesse Bain and having a possible save, well, he's not going to finish this game. We have a new pitcher in for the Midwest City Bombers. It's James Washburn. This call to the bullpen brought to you by Fifth Quarter Printing, McAllister's premier printing company. Awards, embroidery, screen printing, and custom signage. Boost your brand with Fifth Quarter Printing today. It is, again, James Washburn, the Dodge City Community College commit for the Bombers. The only person listed on Prep Baseball Report that's going to play ball at the next level as of right now. So he's going to try, this is not a save situation for him.
Right.
He's going to try to lock down the win for his team and for Lincoln King, who is still in line for the win. Top of the order up for the Buffaloes, down 6-2. Are those rally caps on? First pitch. Fastball outside for ball 1. Marchant responsible for one of McAllister's 2 hits He has walked. He was unsuccessful with a bunt attempt as the next pitch is flown over to left field, and the wind won't matter. It's going to bounce on top of the Hughes Fieldhouse for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Marchant was 1 for 2 in sac bunt attempts, even though one was just a bunt single, perfectly down the third base line. Pitch. 1-1 misses outside for ball 2. For Marchant, he's extended his hit streak to 6 in a row. He has hits in 9 out of his last 10, and he still has reached base safely in all but 2 games this year. The pitch. 2-1 is a line drive down the left third base line, and it's fair as it goes all the way into the corner. Rounding first will be Marchant, and he'll get to second base with a leadoff double. I think that hit off of the base. That might have hit off of the base. About as perfect as a ball that you can hit down the third base line. John Andrew Marchant gets on second base with the double. So if you wanted a good start to this inning, you just got it with the leadoff double. Still a long way to go. Grant Mullins looking to just hand it off to the next guy by reaching base safely. His hit streak is in danger. He has a 9-game hit streak, but I think right now he just wants to get on base. It doesn't matter if it's going to be a walk, reach on an error, or a hit, whatever it will be. To Mullins' 9-game hit streak coming into today, batting .397. First pitch, missing low for ball 1. McAlester had just 2 hits in 6 innings. They get their 3rd hit with the leadoff batter in John Andrew Marchant. Washburn looks at second and deals. This fastball just missing. A little low and outside, I think. Counts now 2-0. Ken Mullins has walked today, struck out looking, and reached on an E3. Only 2 strikeouts issued today from the Midwest City Bombers. 2-0 pitch. That fastball missing inside for ball 3. Ken Mullins just trying to get on anyway to keep it going. Again, there is only one 4-pitch swing in baseball, but no one's going to hit that today.
Yeah.
So you just want to keep on passing it down the line. 3-0 red light pitch right down Broadway for strike 1. Runner at second and John Marchant. McAllister's second leadoff double that they've had this game. 3-1 pitch. Swinging ground ball third base side. Fielded by Bain. Those across the diamond, and he was kind of off the bag. I don't know if he was still on the bag at first. Home plate umpire says that he's still on the bag as Coach Meadows wanted to appeal, so there is an out over at first base as Mullins does move him over. That's close. I didn't really see it on first glance. I thought that he might have come off the bag. He did, but I couldn't tell if it was right on the catch at that moment or not. But they do appeal back over to home plate. They say that there is an out at first base. Runner moves over to third with 1 out for Denver Durant. McAlester trailing by 4. Still need a heck of a rally here in the 7th inning if they want to come back and extend their home win streak of right now 7 games. First pitch, Durant watches that one miss low and inside for ball 1. Durant is 0 for 2 in this game. He flew out to center field. He's also popped out at the shortstop and reached on a walk. And look at the shift again on Durant. Second baseman playing in shallow right field. Shortstop as far over on the left side as he can get. Almost right by the bag, second base bag. So the next pitch misses low and inside for ball 2.
Showing y'all the shift on the stream right now.
Not quite as dramatic as what we saw against, Glenpool? Or who was it?
It wasn't Glenpool.
Bishop Kelly? 2-0, ground ball left side, deep into the hole. He beats the shift by going the other way. RBI single for Denver Durant. He takes a big turnaround first and will backpedal back over to first base. So McAllister's brought it within 3 runs on an RBI single from Durant. They've doubled their hits here in 1 inning.
1 run on the board.
And now Jackson McKinney. He is 1 for 2 in this game. He's flown out to right, doubled, and had an RBI sac fly. Man on deck, and Gavin Brumley represents the tying run. First pitch to McKinney. Missing upstairs for ball 1.
Plate, McKinney takes ball 1.
In 6-3 McAllister deficit, bottom of the 7th inning. They came from behind in the game earlier today. They were down by 1 in the bottom of the 6th inning, scored 3 runs that inning. Here's a line drive softly hit. It's going to bounce over. This might be a base hit. Running down the first base line's McKinney. There's no play. sometimes it's better to be lucky. And that time, because it wasn't the best of contact there from McKinney, but it just slightly lands over the first baseman, Fixico. And now the tying run is at the plate. And we'll be having a mound visit. McAlester trailing 6-3, runners at first and second after the single by McKinney. And we'll be back in at least 30 seconds here on Rock 105.
Mill Creek Carpet and Tile is ready to help you elevate the aesthetics of your home. We have a huge selection to accentuate every surface. Whether it's new floors, countertops, or the custom backsplash you were dreaming of, Mill Creek has you covered. Check out our signature value, Karastan and Shaw Flooring. We offer 0% financing with approved credit. Shop local and get it done right. Our staff is ready to help you turn your vision into reality. Mill Creek Carpet and Tile, 1316 East Carl Albert Parkway, McAlester.
So just the mound visit there for James Washburn. McAlester has brought the tying run up to the plate. 6-3, they entered this bottom of the seventh, down by 4. Denver Durant's at second base. Jax McKinney's at first. Gavin Brumley is looking for his first hit on this Saturday. With 1 out, first pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. Brumley struck out twice earlier today against Claremore and worked a walk. Brumley today in the game against Midwest City has grounded into a fielder's choice, popped out to the center fielder, and walked. 1-0 pitch. Fastball missing outside for ball 2. For Washburn, that is pitch number 16. And still not a safe situation for him, even if McAllister's now gotten the tying run at the plate. Next pitch misses outside for ball 3. Count 3-0, and again another obvious red light situation here for Gavin Brumley. Trevin Simon's on deck. He's 0 for 3. But if he gets on base, the tying run is on base. 3-0 pitch shows bunt, pulls back. It's a called strike at the knees. 3 balls, 1 strike. Still a hitter's count for Brumley, looking for one he can put on a tee and get into the outfield and maybe score Durant. And McAlester wants to make sure that they're not too aggressive here and run into another out. 3-1 pitch. Swinging and popping it up into foul territory and into the parking lot. Count go to full at 3-2. Washburn with the count at 3-2. Big pitch for both the Bombers and Buffs. Payoff pitch. Misses low, ball 4. Bases are loaded. Game-tying run at first. This bases loaded alert brought to you by Outlaw Towing and Recovery. When you need a tow, call Outlaw Towing and Recovery. They specialize in vehicle recovery. Call 918-426-IN-TOW. Art thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? A chance for McAlester to come back from 4 down here in the 7th inning. Trevin Simons trying to be that dude. 0 for 3 in this game. He was 1 for 1 in the previous. First pitch to Simons. Fouls it backwards. Out of play for strike 1. The thing about Simons is he has good barrel on ball action. I mean, he just does a really good job of piecing up pitches. If he gaps one, things get very interesting. 0-1 pitch. Missing low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the Buffaloes still have to do something that they've only done once in this game. Get a base hit with runners in scoring position. Count even at 1-1. Washburn. The pitch. That's a called strike on the outer edge. And the count to 1-2 now on Trevin Simons. Brody Parker is on deck. In only 1 out, bottom of the 7th inning, in a 6-3 McAlester deficit. Washburn trying to sit down Simons. And the pitch. Won't do it on that one. Missed outside, and the count's even at 2-2. Buffaloes have had a lot of late game dramatics here at Mike Deak Field, looking for another one. 2-2 pitch. Misses low and outside. Ball 3. Does Simons win the battle, or does Washburn sit him down? If Simons wins it, the tying run is in scoring position. Washburn out of the stretch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. Trevin Simons delivers. 1 run's going to score. Ball gets away from King in center field. 2 runs are going to score. And the McAlester Buffaloes have the tying run at third base. Trevin Simons with the clutch gene. And McAlester 90 feet away from coming all the way back. 2 RBI single for Simons.
Runners at first and third.
We've been saying it all day. Trevin Simons has been getting a good piece on the ball. And that time, didn't get it in the air, got it on the ground, right back up the middle for 2 runs.
Brody Parker tying run 90 feet away, winning run on the base paths. 1 out. Washburn comes set. First pitch to Parker. Low and outside, ball 1. McAlester, maybe they've been saving their best for last.
Maybe.
Already 3 runs more than they've had this entire game prior. Washburn, 31 move. It's a good time to do it because I think that Simons definitely wants to get in scoring position here. That was a good call there by Coach Vodka to see if Simons left early. Count 1-0. There's the pitch. Runner does not take off. The pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 1. I know you don't want to run into an out to be down to your final out, especially with that being the winning run at first base. But man, I know McAlester wants to get him into scoring position.
And don't forget, Brody does have a walk-off here this season, at least one.
1-1 pitch. Low and outside for ball 2. Yeah, he had that one against...
I believe it was it Tushka?
It was Rattan, a walk-off walk.
Yeah, that's right.
2 balls, 1 strike. Parker's ahead in the count. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball missing upstairs. 3 balls, 1 strike. At this point, Simons probably not taking off. He has only stolen 2 bases so far this season. He's been picked off once. 3-1 pitch. Line drive deep center field. It's going. Going back, King makes the catch, tagging up and scoring. The Buffaloes have come all the way back. It is 6-6 here in the 7th. A little bit of Buffalo magic on a Saturday evening.
Number 13, Landis.
What a 7th inning for McAlester. 6-6 is the score. The game-winning run is still on the base paths. Cole Labus is 0 for 2. First pitch. Watch it miss upstairs for ball 1. So either you win it here or we have free baseball. Second time this season that McAllister's come back from a 6-0 deficit or more. And Brody Parker is going to get warmed up in the bullpen. 1-0. Fouled straight back for strike 1. Man, these McAlester Buffaloes. One inning that won't make you want to pull your hair out, and the other one that got your heart racing and up out of your seat. Count even at 1-1. Washburn, the pitch. Fastball right there for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Labus. 8th batter of the 7th inning for the Buffs. Washburn trying to send us to extras. The pitch pops it up into the sea of concrete. Count will stay at 1-2 on Labus.
I really hope I don't go out there and I see
a big crater in your windshield.
I would be pretty sad if that happened.
What a comeback for the Buffs. All of a sudden, they have more hits than the Bombers. Don't you love the game of baseball? Pick off to first base, sliding back in safely as Simons. This is why baseball is my favorite sport, because I'm just going to say it. I love calling all of our sports, all of them equally. But in terms of what I always played as a kid, baseball, because you can't just take a knee.
Yeah.
You can't just run out the clock. You got to get the 3 outs, and McAlester has brought it back to a 6-6 game. The 1-2 to Labus. That one will miss for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. And hey, if you get on base, Blake Judkins knows a thing or two about walking off games.
Yeah, he does.
He's on deck. 2-2 pitch. That one misses upstairs as well for ball 3. So Simons will be taken off with the pitch. Got to make sure that Washburn comes home with it. I mean, Judkins has had a walk-off this festival. That was against Pryor last night. Payoff pitch. There goes the runner. Ground ball slowly hit first base side. Tagging it will be Fixigo. Grabbing it and tagging first base will be Fixigo for out number 3. But McAlester has come back from 6 down, and from 6-2 in the 7th inning, they have made this a 6-6 game. The McAlester Buffaloes, again, hard to kill. We head to the top of the 8th inning. Free baseball here in MacTown. Would you want it any other way to end the 5A shootout? The McAlester Buffaloes will hit the diamond here in a moment on Rock 105.1 FM.
Are you squinting to read signs while driving? Having trouble seeing clearly at night? It's time to focus on your vision behind the wheel with Kennedy Eye Care. Issues like nearsightedness, astigmatism, glare sensitivity, or poor night vision can hinder your ability to read signs, judge distance, and react quickly. Let us take care of your changing vision so you can focus on the road ahead. Schedule your eye exam today by giving us a call at 918-429-1400. Kennedy Eye Care, where your vision is our focus. Go Buffs! Have a great season.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
When you need propane, there's only one place to go, W.E. Alford Propane. Both residential and commercial, W.E. Alford Propane has served eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in Eufaula, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, Muskogee, Tallahena, Antlers, and Stigler. With the cold weather, you'll want to be sure and fill up your tank today. Call 918-423-3121. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for more than 70 years.
Change on the mound for the Buffaloes. Now pitching.
We have a call to the bullpen as the McAlester Buffaloes has sent us to the 8th inning in a 6-6 game. This call to the bullpen brought to you by Fifth Quarter Printing, McAllister's premier printing company. Awards, embroidery, screen printing, and custom signage. Boost your brand with Fifth Quarter Printing today. It's our 6th overall pitcher in this game, the 3rd one for McAlester, as Brody Parker comes on to the mound. 4-2 record this year, 26 in the 3rd innings pitched, 2.92 ERA. 36 strikeouts to 18 walks, 245 batting average against him, and a 56% first pitch strike percentage. Durant has moved over from short to 3rd. Looks like Mullins has moved from 2nd to short. Brumley has moved from right field to 2nd base, and out to right field has gone Wilson Alford. Simon stays behind the plate. Brody Parker looking to turn away a couple of rough outings that he's had the past couple of weeks. This is a really good game for him to get back and still be in a tough situation here in the top of the 8th. First pitch from Parker. Misses upstairs for ball 1. Batter up for the Bombers, number 25, Noah Polston. He is 0 for 2. He has walked, struck out, and reached on an E9. Parker's windup and his 1-0 pitch is right there for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. He had a short outing on Tuesday. Not often do you have Brody Parker pitching him a throw an inning and a third. He gave up 5 earned runs in that outing. 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, 1 hit by pitch. 1-1 pitch. Misses low and outside for ball 2. He had the RBI sac fly that put us at 6-6. And now he has a chance. If McAlester wins this game and he stays on the mound for the entirety of it, he would win the game. He'd be the winner of this game.
Wow.
Thomas will get a no decision here. 2-1. Skips in for ball 3.
Which is a shame because he had a really good performance coming out of the bullpen in the 1st inning.
And those 4 runs that were scored in the 5th inning while he was on the mound, not all 4 of those were earned.
No, I'd be willing to bet maybe like 1 or 2 of them were earned.
Parker down to the count 3-1. And the pitch. Where did that miss? Great pitch from Parker. They call it a walk. A walk to Noah Polston. That's the go-ahead run now. Jalen Muse will dig in. He is 1 for 2. He has an RBI, bases loaded walk, grounded out to the pitcher, and singled. Going back, Thomas looks like 2 out of his 4 runs that he gave up were earned.
Okay.
Runner at first base with nobody out after the leadoff walk. Parker peeks back at first base. Decent lead, showing bunt. The pitch is line drive straight to Denver. Durant throws to first base. Double play. Pump me up, Denver Durant. A line drive on a bunt attempt from Jalen Muse goes straight to Denver, crashing in, and gets the runner stranded at first base for outs 1 and 2.
Not your average double play there, but effective nonetheless.
5-3 double play. Doesn't happen all the time. So now 2 outs and the bases are clear for Ty Long, who is 0 for 3. First pitch from Parker. Line drive right into the Midwest City dugout for strike 1. When McAlester comes back up, because they will no matter what happens here in the top of the 8th inning, it'll be Judkins, Marchant, and Mullins. This is McAllister's 3rd extra inning game of the year. They are 1-1 in extra inning games. Both of those games have been here at McAlester. 0-1 pitch. Line backwards for strike 2. McAllister lost their game against Bing, in which they came back from 7 down. Still lost the game, though. But then they won against Rattan in 10 innings, coming back from a 2-run deficit in the bottom of the 10th inning. A wind up in the 0-2 pitch. Swinging and miss for strike 3. Brody Parker gets the strikeout to send the Buffs to the plate in search of a walk-off victory over the Midwest City Bombers. Blake Judkins, Don Andrew Marchant, Grant Mullins when we return here on Rock 105.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Step up to the plate this season at Fenton Nissan and score big with the 2026 Nissan Frontier or a 2026 Nissan Rogue.
The Frontier brings big league toughness with powerful performance and rugged capability.
And the Rogue delivers MVP comfort, advanced tech, and outstanding fuel efficiency.
Get big league quality and performance when you shop Fenton Nissan.
Step up to the plate and save on a new 2026 Nissan Frontier or Rogue today.
And don't forget to tell them Bo sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at FentonNissan.com.
McAlester Buffaloes with the wind still blowing in from the north at near flag-ripping miles per hour.
Well, definitely banner tearing.
That's for sure. We've already had one banner tear over in left center field. McAlester sent it to the bottom of the 8th inning, coming back from 6-2 down, 6-0 going into the bottom of the 5th inning. They've tied it up 6-6 behind a 4-run 7th. First pitch to Judkins is missing for ball 1.
Play for the Buffaloes.
Judkins had a walk-off hit for a run rule victory last night against Pryor. That feels like it was 3 nights ago. 1-0 pitch. It's way outside, up and outside for ball 2. Judkins is 0 for 1 in this game. He's been hit by a pitch, walked, and struck out looking. Despite that entire big inning for McAlester, there was only 1 walk issued. That was to Gavin Brumley. Washburn's 2-0 is flown over to right field. Coming in is Long over to the right field line. It's trouble in the bounce. Rounding first is Judkins. He gets over to second. He'll be there with a leadoff double, and McAllister's winning run is in scoring position. All day the wind has been a thorn in McAllister's side, and for once, it's the wind beneath their wings. Down the right field line, it looked like it was going to be an easy catch by Long. It kept on pushing the ball, and it landed just fair. Leadoff double by Judkins. Who wants to be a hero?
I mean, a base hit into the outfield wins you this game.
John Andrew Marchant is 2 for 3. There will be an infield visit, not with a coach, just amongst the Midwest City infield. Marchant has walked. He had an unsuccessful sac bunt. He bunted for a single and doubled down the third base line on a ground ball that I believe hit off of the third base bag and caromed into foul territory that started McAllister's rally in the bottom of the 7th inning. That's where they scored their 4 runs. A chance to come back from 6 down and win it in extra innings against the Midwest City Bombers. In search of going undefeated and what many people call the preview of the 5A state tournament, the McAlester Buffaloes will bring to the plate John Andrew Marchant. The meeting of the minds on the bump is over. Washburn looks at second base. And everyone's trying to break in quickly. So they're trying to do pre-bunt defense here. That's why you had the shortstop kind of moving around a bit. Marchant has shown 2 bunts. He's got them both down. Just one, he didn't get the lead runner into scoring position. That was back in his second plate appearance. No sign of a bunt here so far from Marchant. Here's the bunt shown. The bunt is fouled backwards into the netting for strike 1. Top half of the inning, Noah Polston worked a walk before an unsuccessful sac bunt of Jalen Muse was lined to Denver Durant, who doubled up the runner at first base. Base hit should score Judkins, but also got to remember that wind blowing in 25 miles per hour from center field will be a little bit of extra oomph for the outfield right armors. 0-1 shows bunt, gets it down. Straight over to the pitcher, though. There's no play at third, has to throw back over to first base. Digging it out, it's dropped! It's dropped at first base, almost dug out by the first baseman, Fixico. And it is an E5, I believe. Who made that throw?
Second, no out.
I believe it was might have been the shortstop coming in.
Either way, it is an error.
Grant Mullins.
And that leads to Grant Mullins with runners at first and second and nobody out. Again, another bunting situation. Mullins also looking to do a job. He's 0 for 3 today. He has walked, struck out, reached on an error himself, and grounded out to third. 6-6 ball game. Runners at first and second, nobody out. He's showing bunt early. The spin from Washburn looks back at second base. Both teams have scored 2 runs in an inning and 4 runs in another. Mullins shows bunt. Washburn looks at second. Pre-bunt defense. The bunt is popped foul for strike 1. With that pre-bunt defense, also, you might risk, I don't know how much you want to risk this, but you could risk Blake Judkins maybe taking off for third as the fielders take off.
Right.
There's pre-bunt defense again, the 0-1 pitch. Bunt is down, first base side, great bunt by Mullins. Can't throw to third, has to throw to first, it's low! He gets past the first baseman, McAllister's gonna do it! McAllister's gonna walk off the Midwest City Bombers! From 6 down, the Buffaloes win it in extras!
Game's over.
Undefeated in a preview of the 5A state tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column black and gold. The Buffaloes never say die, and they win it 7-6 in extras. We'll come back and talk about it all when we return. You're listening to McAlester Baseball here on Rock 105.
Wallace Properties is a proud sponsor of McAlester Baseball. We consistently invest in McAlester and have for over 40 years. From retail growth to new development, Wallace Properties is excited to help bring Academy sports and outdoors to our community. Strong communities and strong teams are built with vision. Wallace Properties, building what's next for McAlester.
S&S Outdoor Services serves McAlester and the surrounding areas. We do leaf cleanup, lawn care, construction, and French drains. We provide tree trimming and removal, landscaping, land clearing, and dirt work services throughout Southeast Oklahoma. We also sell firewood. S&S Outdoor Services in McAlester is a family-owned and operated business with 10 years experience. We are insured, licensed, and bonded. Call 405-760-4194.
McAlester, listen up. Patriot Dodge in McAlester is under new management. If your vehicle needs service, we are ready for you today. No appointment needed, just come by. We've increased our staff and we have former techs back in our service department ready to take care of you. Our service hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays. Just drive in. We are ready to help. New management, new energy. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in McAlester. Call 918-423-2288.
Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, your number one choice in septic and excavation needs. We offer septic install, aerobics, lagoons, water and sewer installation, and leak repairs, trenches, irrigation lines, or dirt work of any kind. Aquaholic Septic and Excavation is family owned and operated. Call us today at 918-210-7115 or look us up on Facebook for a free quote. Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, great work at an honest price.
Hey partner, idling season is over, spring's here, and it's time to get moving. The all-new 2026 U10 Pro and C-Force 1000 Overland are hitting the ground built for real work, real trails, and real performance. Whether you're hunting, hauling, or just getting out there, this is the time of year when inventory starts disappearing fast. Right now during Rev and Ride, get 2.99% APR financing and rebate up to $1,000 on select off-road models. Don't wait, come see us today at Vickers Power Sports and lock yours in before they're gone. See if motor recreational vehicles are intended for off-road use only and can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit cfmotorusa.com for complete training and safety.
Are you waking up tired or sore every morning?
Oh, my back!
It may be time for a new mattress from Tanny Hill Furniture and Mattress. While you're here, check out our other sales and offers. We have no credit needed financing and fast delivery too.
Nice. Made me happy, made me smile. Nice.
Family owned and operated since 1989. We are here to help you find the right mattress for your body and your budget. Find us on Facebook, Tanny Hill Furniture and Mattress, 5 South 5th Street in beautiful McAlester.
Lee Auto Sales. We buy, sell, and trade. Super prices, easy terms, and fast approval. Choose the dealer who cares. Choose Lee Auto Sales. We finance and we have the largest used car inventory in McAlester.
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
Come by 2431 North George Nye Expressway in McAlester and let us show you why we have been voted the #1 choice for the best pre-owned car lot. Lee Auto Sales. We sell quality, not quantity. Let us help you. Call 918-423-7887. Visit us online at leautosalesok.com. So go see Chan the man. Who can? Chan can.
Welcome to the main event happening right inside your home. In the left corner, your HVAC system, putting in the work but sometimes running out of steam. And in the right corner, the reigning champions of comfort, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. When your system starts to struggle, don't wait for the knockout. Call the champs. Take advantage of available PSO rebates and keep your system in fighting shape, whether it be with upgrades, repairs, or maintenance. With Freeze and Flare in your corner, comfort always comes out on top. Don't despair. Call Freeze and Flare. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485. How about them Buffs? The McAlester Buffaloes. Once again, 2 straight games here today where they didn't play the prettiest. But I've said it now 3 or 4 or 5 times. Baseball is not a beauty contest.
You're exactly right.
The McAlester Buffaloes, despite kind of kicking it around a bit, especially in that 4-run 5th inning, in which McAlester went down 6-0. I mean, the body language looked bad at McAlester. It looked like it was time. I mean, for once, it looked like they might have rolled over.
Yeah.
And said, okay, hey, this game doesn't matter as much. If we get over to Coweta, we'll be fine. That's not been the mentality of this McAlester team all season long. They have had games where they've been run ruled, but it's not due to a lack of trying. Even when they've made mistakes, whether it be mental mistakes or physical mistakes, it hasn't been a lack of effort, and it hasn't been a lack of their mentality. It's just been like I said, making the mistakes physically or maybe having just a boneheaded play that happens every once in a while, which happens to even big leaguers. But the McAlester Buffaloes dug down deep, and they made the plays they needed to win this game. From 6-0 to 6-2, and then to tie it in the 7th inning. Despite struggling to hit the ball all game long, they had 2 hits going into the 7th inning,
They finished this game with 7 hits.
Wow.
5 hits in innings 7 and 8 to improve to 19 and 14 on the year and go perfect in the 5A shootout, which many call a preview of the 5A state tournament.
And it's not like you played some bad teams here at the 5A shootout. You played number 1 and number 2 in 5A3 and a still very good Midwest City Bombers team.
All 3 teams that you played were all in the top half of their respective districts.
Wow.
Pryor was 23-3 when you played them. Claremore was 18-9. And Midwest City, they're above 500. Now they're 13-12 with this loss today.
Right.
But we'll give you your final thoughts here in just a moment because we have a lot to go over. Try to do it as fast as possible. Post-game stats brought to you by Big V Feed Center. See Big V Feed Center in McAlester, Hatco Farm and Ranch in Kiowa, Shakota Wholesale Feed Company in Shakota, and Apex Feed in Wilburton for all of your spring feeding program needs. Nate, it'll make our post-game show a lot faster. If there's any stat that you hear while I'm reading things off that you can think of, a moment of the game that you want to match as I go to this player, just interject, okay?
All right.
Starting off with the Bombers, they dropped to 13-12 on the year. The loss today goes to James Washburn. 1 through 9 looks like this. Lincoln King went 1 for 2. He was hit by a pitch, struck out, singled, and walked. Terrence Rideau is 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Caden Fixco was 1 for 3. James Washburn 0 for 3 with an RBI sac fly. Jesse Bain went 0 for 3 as well with a walk. Noah Polston 0 for 2 with 2 walks. Jalen Muse 1 for 3 with an RBI bases loaded walk. Ty Long was 0 for 4 with 3 Ks. And Aries Sanchez was 0 for 2 with a walk in between a flyout and a ground out. There were 4 hits by the Bombers today. Again, 3 hits, I believe, happened in the 5th inning, and there was 1 hit in the 1st, and that was it. So 4 hits by the Bombers here total. There were 2 strikeouts recorded, I believe both from Lincoln King. I think one was from Lincoln King and one was from Jesse Bain. There were 9 free passes given up by the Bombers. That was kind of the only thing that Lincoln King kind of struggled with today. His pitch count prevented him from going any further today.
Right, and if the pitch count rule wasn't a thing, I think Midwest City probably wins this game. I mean, because he was looking dominant at one point.
3 errors by the Bombers, and 2 of those 3 happened in the final 2 plays of the game. They played a relatively clean game until McAlester small-balled them literally to death here today.
And, I mean, that's what Midwest City was trying to do all day, and then it comes back to bite them when McAlester tries it.
Now looking at the Buffaloes, they improved to 19-14 on the year, 5 games above 500, and we'll have to go back in time a little bit to see the last time that McAlester went undefeated in the 5A shootout.
Yeah.
Pretty good showing here. John Andrew Marchant went 2 for 4 with a double, and he had the base hit to lead off the bottom of the 7th inning that got McAlester kick-started.
Yeah, he really got the rally started in the bottom of the 7th inning.
And then he got the bunt down as well. That could have been a sac bunt. It ended up leading to an E3, which the very next batter, Grant Mullins, he does see his hit streak come to an end, but I think he'd rather have the win here.
Yes.
He went 0 for 4 today. He reached on 2 errors. The last one was that throwing error that led to McAlester winning the game. Denver Durant was 1 for 3 with an RBI single as he lined one over to left field in the bottom of the 7th inning. Jackson McKinney 2 for 3 with an RBI sac fly. Gavin Brumley 0 for 2 and also drew 2 walks. Trevin Simons, clutchest hit of the day. He had a 2 RBI single up the middle, which brought McAlester within 1, and I believe it was on a 3-2 count, and he hit the fire out of the ball again. It was a well-struck ball that went straight up the middle, pulled McAlester within 1, brought the tying run over to third base, and then Brody Parker delivered.
And like we said earlier in the game, he'd been putting good swings on the ball all day long, but was just either hitting them into the wind or hitting them right at someone. That time he got just right up the middle and was able to bring 2 runs home in a very clutch moment.
There might not be anyone that struck the ball harder but did not have a hit today than Brody Parker.
Yes.
Maybe Cole Labus, too. They're back-to-back. Parker had a walk. He flew out to right field. He lined out to center on what would have been a wall banger, at least double, if the wind wasn't blowing in from center at 25 miles per hour, and then had the game-tying RBI sac fly, which, again, off the bat, if the wind's blowing out today, that might have been a walk-off hit.
Yeah.
And also Cole Labus, he was 0 for 3. He worked a walk in there as well. Blake Judkins was 1 for 2 with a hit-by-pitch walk, a strikeout, and he had the double that ended up becoming the game-winning run.
Right.
So, again, he had a mental miscue when McAlester had a chance to be able to score another run. He ran into an out at home plate. He made up for it with a double. That's what I keep on going to when it comes to this team. They'll make mistakes. This team is not perfect. They'll be the first people to tell you. I said it in the 5th inning. At times, McAlester looks like a state title contending team, and at times they look like one of the worst teams in the state.
Yeah.
That's just the nature of it. But the thing about it is, McAlester, usually they'll play their bad games like that, and they always bounce back. This team has a grittiness and a resilience to them that just never keeps them out of the game, despite being down by 6 or 7 runs, because this is the second time this year that they've been down by 6 or 7 runs and come back to tie it and send it into extra innings.
Yeah, this time, obviously last time against Bing, they weren't able to complete the comeback. But here today against the Bombers, they were able to get it done.
What about Ben Thomas?
Had a great showing today, and I think he's earned himself some more innings here going down the stretch.
Yeah, it was the bottom of the first inning that he came in a bases-loaded situation, got the strikeout to keep the game at 2-0, had that big top of the 5th inning where 4 runs were scored, 2 of those were earned, but he pitched from the final out of the first inning through the 7th inning and gave McAlester a chance to complete this comeback. And Ben Thomas, and it's just his second outing as a varsity pitcher, had a great showing here today. We'll get to Brody Parker in a bit. He gets the actual win here. Since it was a tie game going to the 8th, he entered into the 8th inning. He is the winner today in terms of who gets it on the stat sheet. He pitched in 1 inning. It went 1-2-3, a bit unorthodox, a walk, line out on a bunt attempt for a double play, and then got the strikeout. And the McAlester, by then, you just felt like it was a matter of time.
Yes.
I mean, the pendulum of momentum was just swinging all the way to McAlester, and it was just a matter of time before, the dam broke and McAlester won the game. For McAlester, they had 7 hits, as we mentioned. 5 of them came in the 7th or 8th inning. 6 strikeouts recorded between Thomas and Parker. Thomas had 5. Parker had the 1 to end the top of the 8th inning. McAlester walked or hit 9 batters today. There were 2 errors by McAlester. Both of them drop pop flies in the outfield in the 5th inning, which are the reason why Thomas had 2 unearned runs in this game. Your final thoughts? What a game.
I mean, again, like you said, we're gonna have to go back a while to see the last time McAlester went 3-0 in the 5A shootout, and probably one of the most impressive stretches of baseball we've seen them play.
Yeah, taking down a top team in Pryor that McAlester has had a hard time beating here recently. Claremore, they were able to beat them, and those are 2 teams that you could also see in the regional tournament here in just a few weeks, so it's a good chance to be able to get an idea of what their hitters look like, and then to beat a Midwest City team that had you down 6-0.
Yeah, but if you're able to sweep, you're not going to have to worry about seeing either of those teams you saw today or in this festival during a regional.
This is why I think this game is more, I would say, impressive or important when it comes to non-district play than other games that McAllister's won from come from behind fashion. McAlester did not play their best for 6 innings.
Yeah.
For 6 full innings, Ben Thomas kept it close. The offense looked stuck in the mud. And you had errors in the outfield. You had plenty of free passes still coming up immediately off the bat. You were down in the hole from the get-go. McAlester did not play their best game. It was one of their worst games for a long time. The reason why this is so significant is McAlester won this game despite playing bad. Usually when McAlester plays bad, they don't come back to win these games.
Right.
Even if they do try to come back and they mount a little bit of a comeback, they still end up losing the games. This proved to me that McAlester can play some of their worst ball in a game and still win against a quality team. So that is big moving forward because McAlester will have their moments where they're going to kick the ball around a little bit more as we go throughout the final couple weeks of the regular season and into postseason. How do you overcome that? A good start is McAlester winning games like this and believing that they can. That belief can go a long way, and they're going to need a lot of it next week. Again, if you sweep Coweta, as long as Durant does not sweep Bishop Kelly, you're going to be hosting. If you win 1 game, that means that Durant has to be swept for you to finish 3rd or better. If Coweta wins 1 game, they've locked up the 2 seed.
Right.
If you get swept, you're finishing 4th, and you're more than likely going to Pryor. That's what it's looking like right now. If you finish 3rd, you're more than likely going to Claremore, maybe Collinsville, depending on what happens there. I think Claremore has the head-to-head. And if you host, you're playing a Collinsville team that Durant just beat 12-4 here in the 5A shootout. I think that McAlester is sitting pretty and playing some of their best ball coming up on one of their biggest district matchups Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, you just need to go out and take care of business against the Tigers on Monday and Tuesday.
Thank our sponsors one final time, and we'll wrap up the 5A shootout.
I'd like to thank Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, W.E. Alford Propane, The Bank N.A., Fenton Nissan, Wallace Properties, S&S Outdoor Services, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of McAlester, Aquaholic Septic and Excavation, Vickers Power Sports, Tanny Hill Furniture and Mattress, Lee Auto Sales, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air LLC, First Realty Inc., Mill Creek Carpet and Tile, and Kennedy Eye Care.
And if you were wondering, we were wearing our rally caps today. The inside out does not work this year. It's backwards caps. That's what we're rocking when it comes to the rally caps here. Big thank you to our board operator, Derek James, as well as Nate Brown once again on the camera this evening. And thank you, the listener, for spending your Saturday with us as well. First pitch time for Game 2 was 3:55. 3:55 first pitch time, 6:34 final pitch time for a total game time of 8 innings of 2 hours and 39 minutes. One final time from the 5A shootout in Mike Deak Field in McAlester, Oklahoma. It was the McAlester Buffaloes 7 and the Midwest City Bombers 6 in come-from-behind fashion. Until Monday, when McAlester begins the biggest district series of the season here at home at Mike Deak Field, this is Brandon Green saying Buffaloes win. And don't just have a great night. Have a Buffalo night, everybody.